Push me to the edge, I'll fight back even more. Triumph to the right whose dreams of gold. I embrace a challenge, the ring it calls my name. The road I take will make me a champion. I'll be the one who lights the flame. Just one hit, if you dare to blink, you're gonna miss it. We're in the big leagues now, so give it up, give it up. Undefeated now, better believe it. You might as well go on and submit. I'm breaking limits, so vicious, come on. Push me to the edge, I'll fight back even more. Triumph to the winner who takes the gold. I can take a challenge, the crowd it calls my name. Tried so hard, I couldn't feel the flow. With every battle, my body took a toll. Now every knockout shows me a sign of who I'm meant to be. Infamous brawler, give me some time, but I'll show you what I'm made of, you'll see. Push me to the edge, I'll fight back even more. Triumph to the right whose dreams of gold. I embrace a challenge, the ring it calls my name. The road I take will make me a champion. I'll be the one who lights the flame. Just one hit, if you dare to blink, you're gonna miss it. We're in the big leagues now, so give it up.
Hello, can I hear myself on Twitch? I can I hear myself on YouTube? I can as well, which means that everything is working, which means that I can switch scenes to the ancien pink scene. There you go. Hello. Let me grab my chat, my stream manager. Everything is ready. Everything is perfect. We have everything And hello, Jamie, how are you? Hello, the Storm Arcanist Death. Why can't I say it? I could say it a few days ago, but this week, for some reason, my brain is refusing to say the words and the sentence and the message and read and speak. And why are things the way they are? Let me start over. Hello, the Storm, Arcanist, Owl, Manus, Vindicta, Arcana, Anaxa, Hater, Streamer, Viewer, Castris, Main, Mitre, Main, Kakanya, Main, Placeholder, Main, Aventrin, Main, Hoho, Main, Sonder, Main, Remembrance, Trailblazer, Main, Egalia, Main, Himiko, Main, Kafka, Main, Zani, Main, Risley, Main, Elijah and Lila, Main, Sanadina, Main, Vermilion, Night, Eclipse, Himiko, Former, Main, Evelyn, Main, Wise, Main, Zenless Zone Zero Player, Wuthering Waves Player, Reverse 1999 AFK Journey Player, Genshin Impact, Main, Streamer, and Fisherman, how do you do? There you go. I finally managed to say it. And I am doing well. It is a nice day for fishing, ain't it? Is it actually a nice day for fishing? Let me check the temperature. In Paris, yeah, we have 19 degrees Celsius and globally cloudy. I don't really know how you guys translate it, but yeah, the literal translation from my app would be globally cloudy. So it is an okay day for fishing, I guess. And hello, Swevy, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Same thing for Jamie, of course. I hope both of you are doing well. And why is my chat bugging? No, everything is fine. Okay, we're good. But how are you guys doing? And I see, Jamie, that you once again are trying to contact the bots that I have banned. You know, there is kind of no point in trying to contact bots that I have banned. The only bot that is still on this stream and always on this stream is Stream Elements. So if you want to talk to Stream Elements, you can. But the other ones, they will never see your messages, I believe. And more importantly, they will not be able to reply. I wonder... I think there is a specific setting for that, but it's been a while since I've checked those settings. But I believe that when you ban someone, you have the possibility of either banning them just from chat or also banning them from watching your stream altogether, I think. But I am not entirely sure. And hello, Chip, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Bonsoir. Finally back at home, and I miss the coldness at the ranch. Did you really miss it, or was that sarcastic, perhaps? But welcome back, welcome home, Chip. I hope that now you will be able to enjoy the warmth of summer. Is it already summer? I never remember when summer starts and when spring ends. Is it in June? Is it in May? I believe it's in June, right? Start of the summer. When is it? Yeah, it is June 21st. Okay. Well, it's not... We're a month away from summer, but usually, you know, at the very least, spring is nice. Spring is a bit warmer. It's less cold. It's less chilly. It's less cloud. I was going to say less cloudy, but I remember what I said not even 5 minutes ago about how it was globally cloudy in Paris. So yeah, never mind that. But hello to you. How much does the stream of element cost? If you're talking about cost in terms of streaming, it depends on exactly what you're talking about. If you want to talk about the streaming setup in its entirety, like the computer, the screen, the other monitor, I mean, and all of that, it is pretty pricey. But if you already have a computer, then it's basically just a mic. The only thing I bought was a mic. And hello to you, Ktosh. How are you? Have you become Albert or what? Or something. Why am I saying this? I don't know. But I hope you're doing well. My main team is Castris, Blade, Hysene, and Ice MC now. It should be a pretty good team, and congratulations on your Hysene. I don't believe that I've said this before, but congratulations on your Hysene, and I hope you have fun with her, and I hope you have fun with little Ika. I will try to remain polite and call him by his name, because we've made fun of him way too many times. Editing a vid right now, and god dang, it takes 3 gigabytes at least per VOD, and I need the two VODs. What are you editing exactly? Is it the same thing that you mentioned yesterday about needing a video for tomorrow for some reason? I am genuinely curious. I don't know what any of this is about, so I don't really know how to respond. But yes, usually VODs do take up quite some space. Although nowadays I no longer store my own VODs, I just download them from YouTube. But YouTube is kind of annoying because my own VODs, I can't download them at 1080p. They make me download them at 720, which is never mind. Let's not talk about the the ugly parts of YouTube. Well, it's not really ugly, it's just a bit annoying. Can you guess how many hours it took me to wake up today? At least 8, I would say, probably, Jamie. And by the way, how are you feeling today? I hope you didn't pass out from drinking yesterday. I hope you were reasonable. But I hope you're feeling okay and you are not having a hangover, hopefully. Oh yeah, new updates on the SAG-AFTRA saga. They negotiated a deal that seemed quite satisfactory to the VAs, but then SAG refused to accept. Now VAs are upset. Yes, I have actually seen some posts online, more specifically about Allegra Clark, Akron and Beto's VA, and Fairy's VA as well, in all 3 Hoyo games, or the big 3, I suppose. And also Chris, although I can't recall his last name, unfortunately, but basically Capitano's voice actor. Both of them spoke about this, saying that they negotiated a pretty good deal, the best deal they've got thus far. And yeah, apparently SAG-AFTRA is making it drag even further, knowing that yesterday we lost HSR's VA, right? I mean, they're alive, they're okay. The way I said it makes it seem like they died. They are not dead, at least as far as I know. They are both fine and okay. But we lost them from the game, is what I meant to say. And it was kind of sad. And actually, today when I was doing my dailies in Honkai Star Rail, I did notice you can hear the new VA when using Remembrance Trailblazer. Even though in the profile, when you want to listen to voice lines, the voice lines are just gone. At least for the Trailblazer. But during gameplay and when you're fighting, you can hear the new VA, and he sounds more like an adult. I feel like Caleb, the old VA for the former VA for Kalis, sounded a bit younger. He sounded more like a late teenager, I would say, or very young adult. Whereas the new VA, even though I've only heard like a couple of voice lines in the middle of fighting, I feel like he sounds a bit older. His voice is a bit more deep, a bit deeper, I should say. But yeah, there are new voices there. And I will mention that even though I don't play Stell, I have heard Rachel's voice as Stell, and my god, Stell's voice is so hot. So it's very sad to lose her as well. But yeah, it is kind of a big mess, unfortunately. Massive fat Ika. Oh, come on, JB. Don't be mean to poor little Ika. He's called Little Ika. Although I guess the little part is maybe a bit, what you call that, ironic, or sarcastic, who knows. Where was I at? New update, seems, yeah, the negotiated deal that I read as well. Kinda hard to find some tools to download 1080p VODs, but at least 780p is fine, better than editing at 360. Yeah, I would never edit at 360p. It's just, there is no point. Because even if you then export your video at 1080, the quality will still remain at 360, technically speaking. So yeah, no, no point in that. But yeah, you can download the VODs at 720 with YouTube. Although I believe there are techniques that allow you to download the VODs from YouTube at 1080p. But when I looked into it, it was way too complicated and annoying, so I gave up. And I thought to myself, you know what, 720 is good enough. Bro, I just farted. You know what, Josh? That is great information, but I feel like you didn't really need to share that. All this drama makes me glad I work in the field I'm in. But fintech generally has no need for unions. Financial tech, I assume, right? Because I do remember you saying that you worked in finance and tech. Though apparently SAG-AFTRA is a guild, not a union. Yes, that is indeed the case. I mean, it is in the name. The G of SAG is actually for guild. So yeah, they don't really do the same thing as a union. They apparently, according to Allegra Clark, they do have some benefit, but at the same time, I feel like at this point they are working against the best interest of their VAs. So yeah, not exactly what a guild or a union should do. Either way, whatever you want to call it, I feel like they shouldn't be working against their actors' best interest. But well, greed is a thing for a reason in our world. It took me 12 hours to wake up, finished 20 beers, 5 bottles and of whiskey, and 2 bottles of wine. Holy shit, are you okay? Are you okay, Jamie? Why did you drink so much? That seems a bit excessive. I just did 2/3 health of the boss in the Ascension domain in Honkai without any buffs, only the dragon. I think cast race is balanced. Yes, cast race is very balanced. Of course, this is a bit sarcastic of me. Cast race is too strong. Let's face it, let's be honest with ourselves. She is too strong compared to all the characters. And even though I absolutely love Aglaya, I will say, because I've been playing Aglaya a bit recently, a bit more than I used to, and even Aglaya is way too strong. Like, yeah, the power creep in Honkai Star Rail is real, unfortunately. RIP TBVA. Oh, Trailblazer VA. Yes, RIP indeed. I mean, we have new VAs, apparently. I don't know who they are. I don't think they've announced who is now voicing the Trailblazers, which is kind of a shame because it would be nice to welcome them to the community, you know? I wish we knew. I wish we knew who they were. And I hope they will do stuff like with the other VAs, such as Molly Zhang, you know, Zealous VA, who often does pulling sessions with other VAs and stuff like that. It's always nice to see the community gather up together, you know. So hopefully we'll hear more about that later on. Yep, and here all this time we portrayed and called them as a union, wasn't even aware of the distinction, despite their name. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I think that Allegra Clark mentioned it as well, that SAG is generally called a union. That's the shorter way of referring to SAG-AFTRA, but it is actually a guild, and for legal reasons, they are not actually a union. So they are not doing exactly the same things. I can't go into details because I myself do not understand the details and I do not have all the information about it. But yeah, and honestly, SAG-AFTRA, the opinion I have on it is not really good because it felt like they were using the pretext of trying to find a deal with better protections against AI, which is a lot of people would agree is a good thing. But it feels like they were using that as an excuse to push their agenda of flipping some game quote unquote union, in the sense there would be that the games would mostly hire from the union and almost never hire from non-union actors or something like that. And the problem with that is that basically that means that they would only hire American actors, you know? So it feels kind of bad. I have nothing against American actors, you know? Most of the actors that we hear are American and they do a fantastic job. They're very talented. But I don't really like the idea of restricting things because, like, for instance, if you take a look at Reverse 1999 or Wuthering Waves, they hire from all over the place, it seems. I believe they are working with a specific studio in London, but you know, it's just nice to have different accents and all of that. So yeah. Anyway, point is, the opinion on SAG is not exactly great. Where was I at? Oh well, I've downloaded the VODs, but there is no audio. Wait, what? Which VODs are you trying to download? Is it my VODs that you're downloading, or is it someone else's? Because if it's someone else, I can't help you, but if it's my own, maybe I can find a way to help you. I don't really know. But it's kind of strange downloading a VOD without audio. I don't really see a reason for that. Like why that would happen. It's yeah. I don't really understand why that would be a thing. Where was I at? Aglaya is balanced due to her team requirement and wanting her S1C1. I wouldn't call it balanced. The fact that she requires S1C1, I wouldn't call that a good would you call that a good decision either. Same thing with the team requirement. I believe that a DPS character should be self-sufficient. Not in the sense that you don't need other characters to boost the DPS's damage. Of course, you would need that. That's the whole teamwork and team play aspect of the game. That's absolutely fine. But the fact that some characters may be very much gimped in the way they function because they don't have specific characters, that I don't really like. Just like I don't like the fact that Phoebe is kind of a must for Zani. She's not exactly a must, but she does really want her. And let's say that the percentage at which like Zani is dependent on Phoebe, I feel like it's too high. I understand that, you know, some characters grow stronger with other characters. That is absolutely perfectly fine. But the way certain decisions have been made, whether it is in a HSR or even in Wuthering Waves, that I don't really like. For instance, right now we have Chiakonna in Wuthering Waves, as she just came out today. And honestly, I really want to pull for her just because I love her personality and her design. She sounds like a lovely person, you know? So I really want to pull for her. But right now, her best team does not exist because her best team will be using Chiakonna as a support for Cartathea. I mean, it's not official yet, but let's be honest. We have an aero erosion character coming out now, and there is like 99% probability that Cartathea will be an aero erosion type of character. So let's not kid ourselves. Just like the same thing with Hyacine and Castrace, even though we didn't know for sure, there was a good chance that Hyacine would be good for Castrace, right? And it turned out to be the case. Now, on Hyacine's case, at the very least, she's a bit more versatile. She can be used in many other teams, you know? But in Chiakonna's case, apparently she's pretty decent and pretty good on her own, you know, like in a vacuum, I guess. But I would assume that she will make Cartathea much, much stronger, just like Phoebe does for Zani. And it's the same issue, except you replace the word spectrofrazzle with aero erosion. So I don't think that's a good thing. Same thing with Aglaya needing Sunday, because you really want to have Sunday with her. Even if you have S1 C1, is it? Isn't it S1 R1? Or I get these things confused. But even if you have one Eidolon, oh no, it's E1 S1. Yes, Eidolons and superimposition in HSL. But even if you have E1 S1, if you don't have Sunday or Huo in your team, your Aglaya is not going to work properly. She's going to lose her stacks all the time. And without her 6 stacks, she's not going to deal a whole lot of damage. Let's not kid ourselves with that. So yeah, the fact that she's that reliant on other characters and her Eidolon and her Light Cone, I don't call that being properly balanced. I do understand that it makes her less strong, But at the same time, I have E1 S1 Aglaya, I have E0 S1 Sunday, I have E0 S0 Huohuo, and my Aglaya is very strong, perhaps too strong, especially when I compare her to my older DPSs. She's way too strong, and I don't think that's normal. I mean, I understand that it's just the way things are, but still. Does SAG go on world bosses and raids since they are a guild? Also, are they on hardcore? They only wipe. Always fail boss mechanics, can't clear DPS checks as well. Yeah, you're right, Swivy. I don't think SAG would be good at doing anything against world bosses or raids, unfortunately, because they don't seem to... you know what? It reminds me of the very famous and very old video of Leroy Jenkins. You know, the dude who was preparing a raid in World of Warcraft with his guild, and he just charges all alone in there. Because it's kind of greedy to charge all alone in there, and it's kind of stupid. Well, it feels like SAG-AFTRA is doing just that, you know? they are just charging full speed ahead, even though it's probably not the right course of action, and they are dragging everyone else in it. And I do believe that in the video of Leroy Jenkins, that his whole guild got wiped because of his action, because no one was prepared for that. Well, it feels like it's kind of the same thing with SAG-AFTRA, and thank God our VAs are not getting wiped, but we are losing VAs after VAs. Like Zenless Zone Zero have seen replacements, Genshin has seen replacements, Honkai Star Rail is also seeing replacements. Like, we are actually getting wiped. Never mind, I take back what I said earlier. Our VAs are getting wiped because of SAG-AFTRA's actions. So, yeah, not good. I wouldn't say they're good. Man, they must be so bad with such pay-to-win and rich experienced players. Yeah, I feel like they're actually pay-to-win, you know, all for the money, but nothing in terms of gameplay, unfortunately. Here I am. Hello, Deidara. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I tried to watch a stream for Honkai Star Rail, but I only got time at 10 p.m. So I rather went to sleep. Also, hi. Oh, hello. Yes, indeed. Does that mean that you have not finished watching the story for Honkai Star Rail? I've seen a couple of posts online. I didn't read through them because I didn't want to get spoiled. But I did see one person saying that the quest was very long. Oh, that was Mihai saying it in the Discord server, that the quest was very long. But the post that I saw online said that the quest was very good. So I hope that it is indeed very good, and that, you know, I'll be able to enjoy it despite the length. Because apparently Mihai has already spent 6 hours playing through that, and he's only 29% in, I think. He said something along those lines on Discord. So, yeah, and he does not yap like I do. So... yeah, we might be in for a week or two of Honkai Star Rail, I think, once we actually get started, which should be on Saturday. Where was I at? If I want to use Sarah with Raiden, does she need to be C6 or like C4? She does not need, but it would be best if she was C6. I believe it is with her C6 that when you're giving a buff, I don't exactly remember how she works, but when you have her at C6, just use her bursts. You don't even have to skill, if I recall correctly. But on top of the regular attack buff that she gives, she will also give 60% crit damage bonus to electro damage, or something along those lines. So her C6 is very strong, especially if you want to have a big nuke with your Raiden. You really want Sarah to be at C6. I think that you can still play her even though you don't have her C6, but of course it would be best to have her C6. Kept rolling intuitions low. Yeah, unfortunately, Sag. Yeah, I think Sag's intelligence stat is not that high, unfortunately for them. It didn't even start. Oh, okay, you didn't even start. Very well. Well, if you do start before I do, then let me know what you think of it, without spoiling me, of course. But do let me know, because I am genuinely curious as to what is going to happen. Although I will mention that I'm not that interested in Little Ika or Hyacine, to be fair. Nor am I interested in Cypher as characters. I mean, not in terms of pulling them or meta or anything like that. Just in terms of characters, I'm not exactly fond of them. I mean, they exist, and I'm fine with their existence. Basically, I don't dislike them, but you know, the story, we are losing people left, right, and center. We are losing our Chrysos heirs. So I'm genuinely curious as to how exactly we are going to lose Hyacin and Cypher, because I assume we are. I don't know for a fact. This is not a spoiler. This is just my own conspiracy theory, I guess. Lycon's old VA died to Pollux. He has been replaced. His items have also been vanished. Trailblazer's VA died due to hugging Castrace. He didn't. He didn't. We saw an image, and the Trailblazer unfortunately did not actually hug her. Castrace hugged the Trailblazer, but the Trailblazer did not hug her back, which kind of feels bad. They will be replaced and items will vanish. Coletta's old VA has died due to a sacrifice. They will be replaced and the items have vanished. Yeah, unfortunately, we lost all three of them. But we lost also more. There is also Grace in Honkai's in Zenless Zone Zero, if I'm not mistaken, and Rina in Zenless. In Honkai, there was changes to Argenti, Huo, and Tail VA, but that was before the whole SAG-AFTRA mess. But on top of that, did they change anyone else? I wonder. I don't actually remember who else they may have changed. There is Ting Yun. They did change Ting Yun and replace Ting Yun with Fugue's VA, basically. We have Kinich in what do you call that? In Genshin. Who else did they replace? I don't think they replaced anyone else, did they? Or am I misremembering stuff? Is more short than 3.2. It's 7 to 8 hours long without yapping. Without yapping. That is a big thing to mention, Deidara. Okay, so if it's not as long, maybe I can do the quest in 4 stream instead of 5. Maybe. Let's hope. We'll have to wait and see. Don't want to list them all? Fair enough. Fair enough, JB. I understand. What was I going to say? I wanted to say something, but what was it about? Oh, right. If you're on the Discord server, please don't forget to vote, because I just made a poll today. Finally, should have done it long ago, but I finally made a poll so that you guys can decide what you want to see tomorrow, what you want to watch, what we will be doing tomorrow. And let it be known, and I will also notify it on the Discord server, that we should start the stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. instead of 6, just because that way we'll have more time to do whatever we want. We won't have that. We'll have less of a time constraint in terms of what we want to do or not, you know. But yeah, we'll start at 4, and we don't know yet what we'll do. That remains to be seen depending on the results of the poll going on in Discord. Imagine being interested in how your loved characters just gotta die. Depression. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I'm very afraid of what is going to happen to Phaethon whenever he comes out. I do believe that he's supposed to come out next patch. But if he comes out next patch, I assume that something bad is going to happen to him as well. I mean, everyone thus far has had something bad happen to them, except for Aglaya. So I'm also very afraid for Aglaya, unfortunately, because we know that she's slowly losing her humanity and she's really on the brink. That's what we learned from the last quest from 3.2. She's on the brink of losing it all, according to Anaxa. So yeah, very afraid for the both of them. I suppose only time will tell us what will happen to them. You know what? I am actually going to launch the game, because today we are not on Honkai Star Rail. Today we are on Zenless Zone Zero, and we are going to experience Lighter's story. because our boy had been very generous with me. I still haven't made a YouTube short for that, but I'm working on it slowly. But yeah, our boy has been very generous with me last week when he decided to come home extremely early. Well, technically speaking, I did lose my 50-50 and my 75-25, but at the end of the day, he came home, and his his Wenjin also came home. So I figured it might be time for us to discover a bit more about Lyta. These past few days I haven't had the time to actually do trust events with him. I did do trust events with the cat, Inky. I feel like I'm getting close to actually being able to adopt him. I will show you in a second once the game has loaded. But I feel like we are getting very close to adopting Inky, finally. It only took me... Well, I was going to say 5 months because I started playing the game 5 months ago, but in truth, it took me like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't remember exactly when Swavy mentioned Inky, because I do remember that it was Swavy who told me about Inky and the fact that we could adopt him. But I'm working slowly on it. That being said, I do have a question about Inky, and it's why is Inky so often injured? Because, you know, you have several types of events, some of them where Inky is hungry, some of them where Inky is acting cute and stuff like that. But there are some where he's apparently injured, and those happen to me at least 3 or 4 times this week. So I'm like, what is wrong with Inky? Is he constantly getting in fights? I hope not, because, you know, he's a cat. I want my Inky to be okay. But yeah, I do wonder why he's constantly injured, unfortunately for him. Let me switch the scenes. There you go. The scene has been switched. And you can... wait, did the scene switch? Yes, it did. Okay, good. Just my... what do you call that? My stream manager being a bit delayed and freezing for some reason. Why is my stream manager freezing? I don't know, because my computer seems fine, so I don't really understand. Are you bullying Inky? Way too early, this is abnormal. This is indeed abnormal, but it's also because I would like to be sure that I can finish Lyta's story today. That way tomorrow we can decide to do whatever we want. So I need to start the story a bit early. You know, I may be a non-professional streamer, but I do try to plan things somewhat. And no, I am not bullying Inky. On the contrary, he's injured and I'm giving him food. Look, where is he? Look, he likes me. He loves me. He wouldn't he wouldn't be bullied by me if he wait, no, that's not the proper sentence. If I was bullying him, he wouldn't like me. That's what I meant to say. Although I guess maybe if he had some kind of very strange fetish, but yeah, never mind. And I realized a few days ago that this tab here in the middle, it's for the character's height. So apparently, Inky is 22 centimeters tall. And we have, I believe the shortest one is Nekomata. Oh, her name is Nekomiya Mana. Why do we call her Nekomata then? Because that's the name of her species. It's kind of like instead of calling you Jamie, I would call you human. I think I've already had that that thought, but never mind. She is the shortest one, I think. Unless we count where is she? Her, the 170 with the ears included. I do wonder how tall her ears are or how long her ears are. As an owner of a cat, they can be like that. We had one that every week he returned with a new injury. I mean, yeah, it's a fair point, especially because Inky for now is a stray cat. He lives in the street. I can't adopt him yet. I don't have that option yet. So he's a stray cat, or a street cat, if you will. So I assume that he would probably get into many fights. And if you have even a domesticated cat, one as a pet, but you let him go out, yeah, he might get injured because cats are kind of assholes to each other, to others, to everyone. Maybe he's a masochist. That is another possibility, Jamie. I hope he's not, but that is a possibility. Anyway, why am I in this tab? Gotta cut off the balls. They calm down real quick. Yeah, that's actually true. But I believe that could cause them some health issues as well. Or am I mistaken? I believe that when you cut off their balls, they tend to be a bit more sedentary, and that makes them grow fat, which makes them get some health issues. And I just had a thought. Is that why little Ika is little Ika? Is it because his balls were cut off? Is that why he has grown fat? Oh god. I don't want to know what Hyacinth did to him. Neutering is very common, at least for house cats. Yeah. Even for... Yeah, no, for cats it is common. I don't know if it is common for dogs, though. Is it? It could be. I don't know. But for cats, I do know that because a friend of mine had a cat and he was neutered indeed. Our stray cat, built different for some reason. She always get laid once every 6 months, or I don't know. Man, your cat apparently is a Riz lady. I wanted to call her a Riz Lord, but she's apparently a female cat, I think. How many babies do you have? Like, how many kittens do you have then? Same idea with spaying. What's the difference between neutering and spaying? Because I know both words, and I don't know the difference between those two. Hyacinth, don't cut off the Ika balls. I think it's already too late. I think poor Ika has already suffered. Oh, by the way, where was the thing? Oh, the thing is here, right? Yes, I am very proud to say that I've managed to get a 2nd star on this thing. And I'm not that far off from getting a 3rd star, or whatever you want to call these things. But I'm very close to getting them. I'm at 18,000 out of 20. So I was very proud of myself earlier today when I tried this. I was also extremely frustrated with this boss, but there is that. And for this guy, I just couldn't. Because basically what you really want is anomaly, but I don't really have anomaly characters. I mean, I do have Miyabi, but I feel like I would probably need other characters that could trigger anomaly and trigger... What is it called again? Disorder, I think? Yes, trigger disorder. I don't have that, unfortunately, so it's kind of tough. And I don't have a 3rd team, so I never even tried this thing. But I was very proud of myself for the 2nd star, because I usually don't get 2 stars there. Oh god, I missed quite a few. Chip has a girl play cat? What's the female version of Playboy? Oh. I don't know, actually. I don't know the female version of Playboy. Out of 6 kittens, there are at least 1 who would survive. Oh god. Only 1 would survive? That's not a great ratio. Cut off ovaries. Oh, essentially we're cutting off the sex desire hormones of our pets so they are more controllable calm. Oh, okay, so spay is for female and neuter is for male, but the idea, the principle is the same. It's cutting off or impairing reproductive organs for them. Okay. Which also controls the hormones, like he said. Okay. And thank you for that information, Swebby. Kind of fucked up if you think about it. Yes, it is. Yes, it definitely is fucked up. Especially when you consider that any living species has only a few goals in life. One is to remain alive, and the other is to reproduce. So we are removing one goal from their lives, just for our entertainment and happiness. So, yeah, not great from us, but we are humans after all, so we do plenty of not so great things. We should cut off our children's balls so they study. Oh, Jamie, don't tell that to Ktosh. I think he might be afraid because Ktosh is still a teenager. He's not an adult yet. So, Ktosh, be warned. Maybe Jamie wants to wants you to have your balls cut. Hopefully not. I don't wish that upon you. Why did I go through this? And there we go. I volunteer Jamie first if you get spayed. If you get spayed, Ktosh will be neutered. Oh god, what is happening on my chat? Video archives. This is where I wish to be teleported to. Bro, I'm 42. You certainly don't behave like a 42-year-old. I mean, I know there are various kinds of people in the world, but goddamn. Equivalent exchange. It's the principle of alchemy, after all. So, one pair of balls for another. Yeah, technically speaking, you're not wrong. Both are just pairs of balls. It's just that one is outside, the other is inside. But yeah, just a ball exchange. Come here, Ktosh. We are getting rid of the balls. It's a distraction, so you study. Oh god. Wait, you want to do it yourself, Jamie? Perhaps we should contact a doctor, you know, to make sure things are done properly. Okay, now then. Let us start the Unsung Champion, the story about, right, enjoy settlement days. I believe that it is something to do with settling rivalries between gangs, but I don't really know much more about anything. So let's see what our boy Lighter will teach us today. Yes, immersive storytelling, let's go. Oh no, wait, I was drinking. Dottore, you know what? I think Dottore would be very inclined to to do that, you know? I want Dottore to cut my sweaty hairy balls. Oh god. I think Dottore would do that, but he would probably try to do more. You know, just out of curiosity, he would want to use you as a test subject. So, be warned. Is this everything you want? I'll wrap them up for you right away. That customer just now wanted a light-hearted movie recommendation. Sorry, I got it wrong. It was a disaster documentary. I feel like I'm forgetting something. What was it again? Caesar sent a message. Oh, Caesar sent a message earlier inviting us to the outer ring. Ah, that's right. Sorry. I'll check you out right away. Bro, I'll stay and watch the store today. Old Enzo just finished modifying his new car and plans to test drive it in the outer ring. I'll catch a ride with him later. I'll head out to the outer ring first then. See you tonight. Doom, doom, doom. And this is how a horror movie starts. You start by splitting up. Of course you do. He would take Tosh home. Probably. Think about it. There should be one variant of Dottore who has 4 or more balls. What? What do you mean? There should be one variant of Dottore who has 4 or more balls? Why? Why would he do that? What would be the point? Do you think that Dottore wants to reproduce and... You don't even need 4 balls to be able to reproduce. 2 is more than enough. Actually, even if you only have 1, it's enough. So, as the scientist he is, why would he want to have 4 balls? Or more? After double the balls doubles the fun. I mean, when you put it that way, maybe? But I'm not entirely sure, man. I guess it depends on your definition of fun. But let's ask Dottore if we can. Alright, thing. This is getting weird. Gonna go back to editing. Happy editing to you. I hope you have fun. But this is indeed getting weird. And I agree with Jamie. I don't like this idea. If there are really unlimited universes, there is one universe when we all come in a circle to dance together and play Kinich. I think I already said it before. I don't remember if you said it, but technically speaking, you're not wrong. Dottore with 4 times the reproductive organs. Yeah, like Swivy mentioned, this is cursed. I don't think this is a good idea. We should change subject. Let's get back to Lyta. He's a great character, right? After arriving at Blazewood, you are unable to reach Caesar, but a familiar friend is just ahead. Oh ho ho! Speaking of Lyta, he's just ahead. Proxy, you're already here. Caesar's caught up with stuff for settlement days, so she sent me to get you. Lighter, would he light up a forest? I think that would be probably the job for Bernice, right? I don't think Lighter is actually a pyromaniac, right? Whereas Bernice, need I say more? Do I even need to elaborate on that? So this celebration is called Settlement Days. Well, Settlement Days aren't exactly a festival. How should I put it?
Let me give you an example. Say your gang gets into it with another gang, and you get sucker punched. But not long after, the two gangs make peace. Wouldn't you still be a little pissed?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'd be pretty upset.
Exactly. That's what settlement days are for. In the Outer Ring, nobody just lets stuff like that slide.
They're kind of a very civilized bunch of gangs, I would say. They're very civilized. That's surprising, but also nice. Bernice used terrorism against the forest. It was super effective. I think Bernice could burn a forest very easily. I mean, the girl is running around with a flamethrower all day long. So I think, yeah, she's got that part covered. Man's mere presence lights up his surroundings. Aura is real. That is true. Especially even when you look at his animations, there is a lot of aura farming. I think there is a reason why the voice actor for Lighter is the same as the one for Song Jinwoo, right? Both bros are aura farming all the time. I have exactly 600 Primer Gems. I feel rich. 3.75 balls. You are very rich, Josh. At least I'm at 40 pity, so I just have to worry about the 50-50. I mean, with those 3.75 balls, you'll get to 50 pity. So, there is that, I guess. That's nice. It's 3 S ranks if you get Owl Luck. I did need 50 pulls to get 4 S ranks, not just 4 pulls. But understandable. I understand why you would mention that. Still can't get over 50 pulls, 4 S ranks. Yeah, neither can I. But I don't think I'll ever be that lucky again. And more importantly, I think it's really sucked out all the luck I had. Because, you know, I had 4 S ranks for 50 pulls. That's great and all. But I spent like close to 400 pulls on Zani. And I lost 3 50-50s out of 4. So, I feel like, you know, the things balanced out, kind of. And I also lost my 50-50 on Noir's banner in reverse 1999. Although, technically, it was very early. I think it was at 20 pity, so maybe we shouldn't count that one. But still. And on top of that, let it be mentioned that I did lose the 50-50 and the 75-25. So, things are somewhat balanced, right? Al would have gotten 70 pulls, 6x rank if he pulled Hugo. I wish that were true, but we'll never know, unfortunately, because I have to save. I need to get Astrayao for Evelyn, And if at all possible, I'd also like to get Yi Xuan. Right, that's her name. I keep confusing her name with Ji Yuan for some reason. Maybe because the names are kind of similar, but yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, 2.0 is lucking stacked. I think my luck might not. That's the problem. I think I used up all my luck on Lighter's banner, and my 2.0 pulls might not be as lucky, unfortunately. I don't want to laugh. The 5-star cute animal Arcanist from 2.8 can outdamage Marcus and Noir, and he's a squirrel. He's A+ squirrel. Yeah, I have seen that, the squirrel, and he's also kind of chonky, which people pointed out on the Reverse 1999 subreddit, that he's kind of like a little Ika. You know, he's chonky, but he also does chonky damage. You know. So yeah, it's kind of why not? Why not get our DPSs being out DPSed by a squirrel? I mean, we have our unicorn out DPSing older characters. Like, I have a feeling if you have Tribi in your team, I think Ika could probably do more damage than Jingliu, which is just quite something, you know. Battlefront 2.0. Yeah, kind of. Crazy things are happening in our gacha games. Now we need another fat character in Genshin and another one in Wuthering Waves, and we'll have all the games. Lore accurate damage, probably.
Even though Caesar's the new overlord now, there's still some unfinished business between the gang members. They've got 3 days to settle their beef by challenging each other. After that, it's time to let it go and move on.
Like I said, these guys are very civilized, strangely enough. I mean, it's not that it's strange, but they are supposed to be gangs, right? Or are they gangs, but not like the gangs that I'm thinking of, like hardcore criminals or something like that? If it's lore accurate damage, Tosh would deal less damage than Door. Is that an insult? Kind of, yeah. I mean, does Door deal damage even? Because I believe that the whole point of Door in Reverse 1999 is to self-sacrifice, right? Biker gangs have always followed rules different from regular street gangs for sure. Right, you're absolutely right. This is a biker gang. I got caught up in the gang part. I forgot the biker part. But you're absolutely right, yeah. Okay, makes more sense. Thank you.
In these challenges, both sides put something on the line. Kind of like a wager, and winner takes all.
Oh? And what do you wager exactly?
So that's what it's all about. But is it really okay for a delicate proxy like me to attend an event like this?
I like how Wise talks about him and calls himself a delicate proxy. I mean, he's not wrong. Let's be honest, he's not wrong. But he has a point. Like, what the hell is he doing here?
Yeah, it used to be pretty hardcore, but it's much more chill this year. After all, Caesar's not the type to make enemies, and no one will come looking for trouble.
That is not what is written. You didn't say that you... Never mind.
This year's duels are mostly stuff like target shooting, rock, paper, scissors, tongue twisters, and the stakes are silly things like stale bread or a rabbit someone grabbed from their backyard.
Okay, now I have to say this biker gang is less like a biker gang and more like... I was going to... No, not high school children, but the one before that is junior high, elementary school student or elementary school children. Like rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Not pepper, because that would... Yeah, you shouldn't play with pepper. And tongue twisters. What kind of duels are those? Oh, wait. Could they have duels like with Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well?
Oh, I just saw 2 gangs having a contest over who had the longer cat.
What now? The longer cat? How does that even work? Cats are pretty stretchy, you know?
Um,
Yeah, that is a proper answer, I think.
Sounds more like a fair.
Pretty much. But hey, Caesar's having a blast, so I guess that's just the new Overlord's vibe.
I guess so. At least it makes things more fun and less bloody, probably. Door 100% multiplier on alt for door. On door only has an attack incantation. 2 attack incantation shielding alt with suicide. So Ktosh deals less than 0 damage. He's a healer. I have the longest cat. Do you want to see my very long cat? Sure, why not? If you can send us a picture of your cat on Discord, it'd be nice. I love cats, so why not? But why? How do you know you have the longest cat?
Since you're here, Proxy, if there's anything you're not happy about from our last job, now's the time to settle it.
Don't forget that Inky is 22 centimeters tall, somehow. But this is not a contest of height. It's a contest of length. So, and how do you count? How do you measure the length? Do you measure from the end of the tail or from the start of the tail to the head? And which part of the head do you select, like the nose part? I believe there is a proper word for the nose for animals, but I don't know it in English.
I've enjoyed working with the Sons of Calydon, but I just remembered something.
Why are you looking at me like that? You're not holding a grudge against me, are you?
Do we even have a reason to hold a grudge against Lyta? I don't think we have.
Back in the Hollow, you accidentally stepped on Eos's foot.
Oh, I don't even remember that. So, okay, I guess. Does that mean that Eos has a grudge against Lyta? Or do we have a grudge against Lyta because we were inhabiting Eos? Or what is this conversation even at this point?
Oh, really? Sorry, I'll watch where I'm stepping next time. But hey, that's a perfect excuse for a nitro fuel drink-off. What do you say, Proxy?
Wait, nitro fuel is not actually alcohol, is it?
You know that's just an excuse for a challenge. Wait, don't tell me it's because you suddenly feel like drinking nitro fuel yourself.
That is absolutely not what is written. But okay.
That's not true. Actually, I don't do well with nitro fuel. It makes me dizzy. But Caesar told me to make sure you have a good time, so I wanted you to get the full experience of settlement days.
I think they mix it with alcohol. Energy drink plus alcohol. Very safe. Well, you better not drink it if you have any kind of heart condition. But yeah, otherwise, very safe.
Anyway, I'm wagering a Bamboo Ether battery. And if I lose, you can take it and give it to Eos as my apology.
Wait, batteries. Does that mean that if we win, we'll actually get more stamina to use in farming? Because if I recall correctly, we're using Bamboo batteries as the stamina system for the game. I would really like that.
Alright, I'll give it a try. As for my stake, how about a discount coupon for our video store?
Alright, I'll go queue up at Steel Tusk. There's gonna be a lot of people buying nitro fuel today. Take your time looking around. We'll meet up at Steel Tusk later.
Very well. Lyta leaves. Is there anyone we know around these parts? I don't see anyone. No, so I guess we can go and talk to Lyta right away. But I can see that some ads are going to run, so I'm actually going to trigger them manually because I actually snoozed them because I wanted to finish the discussion with Lyta. But I'm also going to take a tiny break myself. Not that I was going to say not that I need it because I'm not that tired. It's only been an hour, but I need to go to the restroom actually. So I will take a tiny break. I'll be back, and once we're back, we'll just keep chatting while the ads are done, and then we'll proceed with the story. In the meantime, I will leave you with Lyta's EP, because that's what we have on today's program. Or rather, on today's listening list, on today's playlist. Playlist, that's the word, a playlist. There you go. I shall be right back.
I tried so hard, I couldn't feel the flow. With every battle, my body took a toll. Now every knockout shows me a sign of who I'm meant to be. Infamous brawler, give me some time, but I'll show you what I'm made of, you'll see. Push me to the edge, I'll fight back even more. Triumph to the right whose dreams of gold. I embrace a challenge, the ring it calls my name. The road I take will make me a champion. I'll be the one who lights the flame. Just one hit, if you dare to blink, you're gonna miss it. We're in the big leagues now, so give it up, give it up. Undefeated now, better believe it. You might as well go on and submit. I'm breaking limits, so vicious, come on. Push me to the edge, I'll fight back even more. Triumph to the winner who takes the gold.
And I am back. But before I switch scenes to the... you know what? I will switch scenes to the just yapping scene because some ads are still running. But my question to Jamie is, can I... can I... Oh god. Can I show the pictures you sent in general, but on stream? Can I show them or not? You tell me. If you want, you can show it. Okay, because these are quite the cats. I was actually expecting something different. Let's say it like that. Let me switch scenes. I need to capture not my browser. There you go. Okay. There you go. These are the cats that Jamie was talking about. Quite the cats, as I can see. Isn't this a dog in the middle? I think the one in the middle is a dog, right? This one. This one is a cat. This one, I'm not even sure what it is. But yeah, these are not exactly the... And this one is a cat. Okay. This one is definitely very long. I mean, they're all very long. But I certainly wasn't expecting that many cats and that many plushies and all of that. It's yeah. Where do you sleep? Is that your bed? How do you sleep? Why? How does anything work? Let me switch back to the game. There you go. But I just wanted everyone to be able to understand what we were talking about. But how? Where do you sleep exactly? All right, where are we at? We were talking about Jamie's plushies. If you haven't seen them, they are on the general channel of the Discord server. But we're about to talk to Light, and apparently we have a drinking contest against him. That's my bad, yes. I'm very plushy. I sleep on plushie. I see. Is it comfortable to sleep with that many plushies? I also have a few plushies, but they are not technically on my bed. They are on something that, like a night table that is behind my bed. So I have the space to myself. The plushies don't actually sleep with me. Whereas in your case, I guess you sleep on the plushies. You got cool car plushies out there. Wait, there was a car as well? Let me check back. Where is the car? Why did you see a car? Oh, perhaps you just meant cat, Chip. Because I don't see a car, as far as I can tell. Now let's get drunk with Lighter. So sorry, there are so many people buying nitro fuel today. I thought since it's just the first day, people wouldn't go this crazy, so I didn't stock up much. We've run out of nitro fuel. If you're just getting 1 cup, that's fine, but it'll be a bit difficult if you want to do a contest. I remember you had a lot left earlier. Is it all gone already? That's pretty crazy. Not exactly. It's just that a lot of people were worried they wouldn't have enough to drink tonight, so they came here early to buy extra and stock up. If you're looking to do a contest, I can help you keep count. But as for the nitro fuel, you might need to find a way to get some yourselves. On the way here, I actually saw some nitro fuel piled up. Why don't we split up and ask around, Proxy? Maybe someone would be willing to share some with us? Sounds good. Well, I guess no drinking with Lighter, unfortunately. We are not getting our heart attack anymore. I had a car plushie, had to throw it out due to it breaking a bit. There are plushies for cars as well. I'm used to plushies of animals, but I guess technically speaking you have plushies for everything, right? Car equal, usually it's a silly term if the cat's doing silly things. And also blame keyboard for having R and T next to each other, if I recall correctly. Okay. I did not know that you could call a cat a car, but I can see how the mistake could happen. Let's talk to Hesitant Girl. Hello, Hesitant Girl. Oh, sorry. Am I in your way? You explained to her that you and Lighter plan to do a nitro fuel contest, so you hope to purchase some nitro fuel from her. Oh no, these are mine. These aren't mine. I'm just helping to look after them. Sorry about that. They mentioned they wanted to do a challenge. They mentioned they wanted to challenge the undefeated champion of the Sons of Calydon to a nitro fuel contest later, so they bought a ton. Ah, so they want to challenge Lighter as well? How does that work though? Because right now we are supposed to have a challenge, a nitro fuel contest with Lighter. But if he has to challenge someone else after it, isn't it a bit unfair if it is indeed about alcohol? Because he would get drunk with us, and then he would have to get drunk again, but then he might lose because he's already drunk. You know what I mean? I had a diesel truck plush. What? Why? Why did you have a diesel truck plushie? Do you like diesel trucks for some reason? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be judgy, that's my bad. But like, do you actually like diesel trucks? Is that why you got a diesel truck plushie? Because I, for one, have dog plushies and owl plushies, more importantly, you know. I have owl plushies, which makes sense because I like owls and all of that. But, yeah, diesel trucks are not exactly things that I would call common, is it? Should I wait for the new Alexa cycle and craft an ER Sands for Xiangling if I won't get Raiden, or craft a better flower? ER Sands is more rare, would craft that. Flower easier to get good rolls. True, I agree with Swivy. If you want to craft something, it should be either a Sands or a Goblet, because these are the most difficult pieces to get, usually. Even a Circlet, why not? And even then, I wouldn't exactly recommend it, but you know, goblets and elemental damage goblets and any kind of sands is typically speaking, the more difficult pieces to acquire with good substats and all of that. Whereas flowers and plumes are very easy to get because you don't have a main stat to worry about. So I would go with the recommendation Swavy gave you. Never mind, if I craft a flower, I can go off-piece sands. I suppose so. Technically speaking, you're not wrong, but I feel like if you're just patient enough, the flower, you will get it. Whereas the sands, you might want to be even more patient. And yeah, I would kind of consider it a waste of resources. What about an EM goblet on Vermilion? Why would you want an EM goblet on Vermilion? Usually, at least for most characters that I know of, who would want an EM goblet, they would actually want a triple EM main stat. Which means that they are not really concerned with any other stats, so you don't really need to craft them, because the EM goblets are attainable. You can get some. It's not that easy, sure, but you can still get some. I will show you a lot more plushies right now. Oh god. How many do you have? You said you had more than 40, right? That's a lot of plushies. Just farm harder. That is a good advice, Chip. Farming harder always is a good tip. For Xiao. Xiao's full support for Farina. I see you still have the best of ideas, Ktosh. Actually, I'm planning to compete with Lighter in a Nitro Fuel contest too. You're that undefeated champion's friend, aren't you? He told a bunch of people this afternoon that he was meeting an important friend, so he turned down a ton of challenges. Aw, that's adorable. Look at Lighter, clearing his afternoon away to be able to spend it with us. I can only give you 2 bottles of nitro fuel, though, after all, I wasn't the one who paid for them. You shouldn't be able to give us anything. If those things are not yours, you shouldn't be giving us anything. But you know what? I'll gladly accept them.
I was just caught off guard by the absurdity of the
I can't
situation.
farm harder without resin, bruh. Sounds like a skill issue. No, I'm just kidding. Sounds like you should be more patient, my dude. Be right back. I'ma get food. Bon appetit to you, Ktosh. What plushies do you want to see? No owls? What? You do not have an owl plushie? How could you, Jamie? You have a diesel truck plush, or rather you had a diesel truck plushie, but you don't have an owl plushie? Seriously? Oh, I am very disappointed now. And, well, I don't really know what to ask, but because I don't know what type of plushies you have. I mean, you have cats and dogs from what I could see, and apparently you had a car and a diesel truck. So at this point, do you have a building? do you have building plushies? Like plushies, but in the form of buildings. I have a ton of teddies. Ah, bears. Bears are more common, at the very least. I understand why you would have bears and not owls, but it is still kind of disappointing. Anyway, I hope you have a great day in the Outer Ring. Well, thank you. Wait, didn't she say 2? Because on the image we see 2, but on the actual owned thing we only see 1. I have a banana and soda. What? How did you get these plushies? Did you buy them yourself, or were they gifts from people? Did you choose to have a banana and soda plushie? Who is this guy? Sturdy man. Gacha and gift. Wait, gacha? Where do you get plushies? From gacha? Because I don't think you're talking about gacha games in, like, video games. I assume you're talking about other gachas, like, where? How? Plushie gacha. Where do they sell those? Well, sell, but where do you gamble for those? Maybe it's because I don't think we have anything like that in France. At least not in Paris. I don't think we do. Huh. I'm trying to think, but I can't picture any place I've been to where they would have gacha plushies. But definitely interesting. Oh, but that means that you didn't particularly want a specific one. The plushies you have are the ones that you got from gacha. Hey friend, want to grab a drink? No, I think Jamie has already had enough to drink yesterday, sturdy man. But Jamie, just in case if you want to drink with someone, apparently sturdy man here is available for a drink. Did you mistake me for someone else? We can get to know each other over a drink. It's not every day you meet someone new, so come on. I have plenty of nitro fuel to share. I don't know if he's trying to rizz me up or if he's trying to creep me out. You let him know you're looking to challenge Lighter to a nitro fuel contest, so you'd like to buy some drinks from him. Lighter? That name rings a bell. Isn't he the one with the red scarf from the Sons of Calydon? Yep. Well then, no need to be shy. Take as many as you want. Or how many do you need? I can bring them right over. This doesn't seem right, does it? What's the problem? Just consider it a treat for the most active champion in the outer ring. I heard that the red scarf for the Sons of Calydon has never lost any duel. To have recruited such a powerful champion, they must be a really impressive gang. Then, the leader of the Sons of Calydon actually became the new overlord this year. They're definitely not to be taken lightly. I'll bring the nitro fuel over to you shortly, so you can head back and wait. I don't really like this guy. This guy is very suspicious in my opinion. By the way, who thought Chiori was bad? Was that bad that when you use her skill twice, it switches to your other character? I'm not entirely sure I understand your question, but yeah, I don't really understand. I don't think Chiori is bad. I think she power-crept Albedo, didn't she? It's just that Geo is not really in a good place at the moment, so there aren't specific teams where Chiori would be the best in slot, as far as I know. But she's not bad per se. Lighter brought back quite a few cases of nitro fuel. The title of the undefeated champion of the Sons of Calydon seems especially well regarded in Blazewood. Oh, you brought back a lot of nitro fuel. Let's kick things off now. I'll keep track for you. Are you ready? Should we start now? Drinks it all. No, let's go. Let's start slow. Lighter drinks the nitro fuel in front of him in one go. Proxy, you're totally in the zone. How about another? Again! Lighter drinks another can of nitro fuel, but a little slower this time. Proxy, I seem to have underestimated you. Another! Whoa, really, Proxy? I'm full. Can you keep going? Then let's go for another. After downing a full cup of nitro fuel, Lighter slams his cup on the bar, upside down, signaling that he can't go on. Then, the nitro fuel lady announces, Lighter has been defeated. That sounded a bit too easy. Proxy, you really caught me off guard, but the challenge is not over, and I'll give you what was bet as promised. Oh, but the challenge is over, and I'll give you what was bad as promised. About accidentally stepping on Eos earlier. Please don't be angry anymore. Yeah, I'm not the kind of person who holds grudges. No worries. Just as the challenge with Lighter wraps up, someone approaches. Finally found you, the red scarf of the Sons of Calydon. Huh. Let me catch my breath. And I want to challenge you to a boxing match. I don't think I know you. Do we have any personal grudges to resolve on settlement days? Oh, what? Well, I don't mind sparring with you. I've had too many challenges lately. If there aren't any old grudges to settle, how about we just... Hold on, I remember now. You rode your bike past my window before and scared my cat, making it fall from the wardrobe. Oh, and I was finally trying to snap a photo of my super cute cat trying to catch the light on the wall, but you ruined it. So basically, any kind of excuse is enough to get into a duel on settlement days, I see. This is... yeah, sounds less like bike gangs settling things and more like just people trying to have fun. And you sent me more plushies indeed. Oh man, more plushies censored my knee in the background. Censored your knee? Okay. Why not? Check general for bunny and banana plushie. Yes, I am checking those right now. Let me show them on... Oh, wait, no, I will ask first. Do I have your permission to show them on stream? Just so people know what we are talking about. But you have absolutely every right to say no. Before I do anything, always ask for consent. Consent is key. Show every plushie I sent. Very well. I've already showed the first two, so I believe I should be able to show you guys these. Where is it? There you go. This is Jamie's collection. So what do we have? We have a banana. We have a bunny. The heck is this blue thing? What is this blue thing? I don't I don't really understand what this blue thing is supposed to be. We have a lion, I think, probably. Another bunny. The yellow thing behind the banana, I assume is probably... I don't know, actually. Seal. Oh, okay, it's a seal. Very well. And what is this bottle? Is that the bottle of soda that you mentioned? Is that it? Oh, it's a dark. Oh, okay, I see. I might be able to do an actual temple in the last, past 3 months on my main now. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, Ktosh. Oh, right, because you never save. Well, congratulations, I think. Bottle of soda, yeah. And what is this purple one here? Is this a, what is it called? An octopus? Is that what it is? I can't see the octopus. Okay, it is. But I had a feeling it might be an octopus. And then we have the actual rabbit. This rabbit is the same as the one here, right? And what is this green thing? How many things do you have? And what is this gray thing? And what is this white? Oh, the white and gray are actually the same, right? I am so confused. So many different plushies. But I see. At least you're always... what do you call that? You're always in good company, I think, probably. You always have company. You're never alone, which I would say is probably a good thing, right? No, it's a banana. Not sure which one you're talking about because I mentioned quite a few of them, Ktosh. Right, we were with the dude whose cat pic was ruined. I'm going to bet my cat's photos and challenge you to a boxing match. When you're challenging someone and placing a bet and all of that, shouldn't you bet something that the other person wants? Does Lighter want cat pictures? I mean, I personally would enjoy some cat pictures, but at the same time, if you challenge me to a boxing match, I think I would want more than just cat pictures. If I'm going to get my head pummeled, I would like something more. Lighter probably won't accept a challenge like this. Oh, is that so? Alright, I need to warm up a bit. I'll bet a can of cat food and accept your challenge.
Alright, Proxy. I'll go warm up.
I didn't expect that you could challenge someone for a reason like that.
The one over there on this picture. Yes, thank you, Ktosh, for that magnificent precision in your sentence.
Well, for cat people, their cats are like family. So if they miss out on cute moments for whatever reason, it could be something they'd regret for a long time.
Yeah, I get... Okay, why not?
So this challenge is valid. I'm ready to accept it and make amends. By the way, did you buy the Nitro Fuel raffle ticket?
The what now?
Nitro Fuel raffle ticket? What's that? Never heard of it.
It's just a little extra fun to spice things up. You can buy tickets from the Nitro Fuel vendor and place your bet on who you think will win before the match starts.
Chip, if you're still here, I don't know if you're back to editing or if you're still here, but you have a client for tomato picks. He will only remain here for the next, let's say 20 seconds. Let me see, 20, okay, yeah. You have 20 seconds, Chip, if you want to sell your tomato picks. Afterwards, he will get banned. No, it's a banana. By the way, I think it's time to unlock Enconomia. Yes, I was too lazy. AR-57, by the way. Understandable. Enconomia is kind of annoying to explore, but at the same time, I feel like Enconomia is one of the most beautiful places in Genshin. So, you kind of missed out on that. And the story there is quite sad. I believe the 20 seconds have passed. Chip, you missed your chance, I'm afraid. But Jamie, you tried. There you go. I think I will be able to get a lot of primos since it's a new area. Yeah. And there are a ton of achievements also with that. So you will definitely be able to get at least one 10 pull, I hope, maybe. I'm not even sure, in all honesty. Can I buy poison? Oh, right, because he was named Poisoned Favor. I don't think you need to buy the poison because he's giving it as a favor.
And by the way, if you bet on me, oh, you'll have all the nitro fuel you can drink tonight.
Nice, I think. Alright, I'm backing you, Lighter.
Okay, I'll be rooting for you, Lighter.
I mean, if it's a boxing match, yeah, I feel like we should definitely bet on Lighter.
Just wait and see, Proxy. The champion will rake in some serious winnings tonight.
Do we... never mind. I wanted to actually fight, but I guess that's a no for the fight. Hello, young salesperson. Nitro Fuel coupons. Sizzling hot Nitro Fuels coupons, only 500 dennies each. Fuel up for your favorite competitor. You remember that one time when Suyoko said hey hey? A law skipper wouldn't know this. Well, I don't usually skip the lore, but I don't remember Suyoko and saying hey hey? Seriously? That's what you're going with? Anyway, I'll be back, Lighter. If your chosen contestant wins, the Nitro Fuel coupons you purchase can be redeemed for double the amount of Nitro Fuel. I'll take 5. All set. Here's your nitro fuel coupons for him. Make sure you keep them safe. I'm betting everything I have on him. Hey, when did NPC A said C? Yeah, basically that was Knosh's question, Jamie. You got the right gist of it. Which, of course, I can't really answer. Amidst the cheers, raffle tickets and nitro fuel, everyone seems to be lost in the pure thrill of the challenge. The strength, the courage, making this day feel like one big celebration. The challengers set up one after another, but Lighter keeps winning. Just as the next challenger is about to enter the ring, a big guy shoves his way forward, pushing others aside and walking right in.
So, you're the one sent by the Sons of Calydon, huh? I'm challenging you, and I'm betting this brooch.
In the Nordcry Archon quest. Ah, I see, so Knoshi's from the future.
What's the matter? You scared? I knew the Sons of Calydon didn't deserve the title of Overlord. What a joke. Hurry up! Fight me or scram! If you're afraid, say something nice to flatter me, and I, Andreas, might let you off easy.
Bro, he hasn't even said a thing yet. You just went off on your rant all alone.
Does this brooch mean a lot to you?
Of course. Pompey gave it to me himself years ago. It's my badge of honor in the outer ring. But whatever. A pup like you won't get it.
Brain damage him, Lighter. Wait, careful. If this guy Andreas is like a mem, he might actually get smarter. Which actually would be a good thing, I think.
To wager something so precious. You must be ready to fight like your life depends on it, yeah?
And I wonder why his t-shirt is so... what do you call that? Pixelated, I guess? It feels like the anti-aliasing is not working here.
Huh? It's just a stupid brawl for kids. So stop sounding so dramatic. I'm not losing to you.
Allow me to doubt that.
Don't wager your honor if you're not serious about this.
Oh, quit stalling. You're just scared.
I love how Channel Laura has brain damage equals good. I mean, we didn't invent it, you know, we just discovered it on the channel through Honkai Star Rail. It's not our fault. We waiver any kind of responsibility on this. We just made a discovery, like the good scientists that we are. With the discovery that brain damage on Mem is actually good. She now speaks. And maybe this guy will also have the same results, you know? We have to perform experiments in order to make sure that our hypothesis is correct and that brain damage equals good.
There are other things you could wager, right? Maybe you two could pick something different instead?
I'll bet my boxing gloves. And if you match me with something similar, then we've got a deal.
Then, I'll match you with my gloves. I'm gonna teach you a lesson either way.
Okay, so on top of not really being that smart, he's also not very original, I see.
Alright. I, Lighter, of the Sons of Calydon, accept your challenge.
Please let me fight, let me fight. Andreas might be big, but he doesn't just attack recklessly. He waits for the opportune moment to strike at any weak spot. No, don't make it through a black screen with white writing. Oh no, please let me fight. After a few rounds, Lighter quickly figures out Andreas's fighting style. What started as a pretty even match is now clearly swinging in Lighter's favor.
Not bad, kid. But I bet you learned those moves in the underground fighting pits, didn't you?
So what? He learned something. So what? And I will say, I am a bit disappointed that we are not actually fighting him.
Did you share any of that dirty money with your dead buddies?
That sounds like a low blow. It seems like Andreas is trying to rile up Leiter with some things about his past, which is actually something that I wanted to learn more about.
Or did you just blow it all, not giving a damn?
Who told you about all that?
No secrets in the world of a big shot like the champion.
It's Papa. Isn't It's Papa one of Sidlali's cushions? Or something like that? Isn't it one of her cushions? Because she has It's Papa and It's Lali or something like that? Where she says those words when she throws them at people. Isn't that what it is? And I'm blooming. I don't really know what that means. Aside from Nilu creating super blooms or whatnot, but yeah. I feel like, once again, trying to understand Ktosh is always a lost cause. Gotta go right now. Well, good night to you, Ktosh. Or good evening. Whatever the case may be. Have a great time.
I've made peace with my past. Now, I only fight for the Sons of Calydon.
Ask Ziox. Once again, I am afraid I can't really ask him anything. I don't know him personally.
Oh, fighting for the Sons of Calydon, huh? Or using that dirty money to buy yourself a flashy job and a bunch of fangirls in the outer ring. You know exactly what I mean.
But I don't.
Strutting around with that red scarf, acting all cool like a big shot. Ooh, I'd want a gig like that too. You and the Sons of Calydon. You're just riding on luck. But you know how it goes for those flashy, lucky dogs, huh? They bite the dust and end up 6 feet under in the outer ring.
Although Andreas has been knocked down, he seems to be trying to provoke Leiter on purpose with his words. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Leiter walks up to Andreas, looking like he's about to finish him off. Even the referee is ready to step in. But, to everyone's surprise, Leiter squats down, taps Andreas on his glove, then grabs his sunglasses from the side and puts them back on. And I'll grab a screenshot of that. Our boy looking slick, I think is the right word.
You don't recognize the new Overlord, so taking your bet doesn't mean anything. I'll give you 3 days. If you want a rematch, I'm game. Anytime, as many times as you want. Oh hey, the sun's about to set.
Aura maxing, yeah. Once again, like I said, Leiter is the Song Jinwoo of Zenless Zone Zero.
Who's up next?
The ring returns to its previous relaxed atmosphere and Leiter continues to win his matches, all the way until sunset. After defeating the last challenger, Leiter takes off his gloves and walks away from the crowd.
Didn't think you'd stick around till the end, Proxy.
Well, I've got 5 coupons riding on you.
Of course I did. I bought the raffle tickets, so I had to see who won in the end.
So, did you bet everything on me?
I think so, yeah?
'Cause, I've worked hard to keep my promise and get you all that nitro fuel, you know?
Who else? You are the obvious choice. Well, you kind of are the obvious choice in the sense that I don't know anyone else. And I do like Leiter and all of that, but to be fair, who else am I supposed to bet on? I don't know anyone else.
Who else would I root for? But I think it'll take me a while to drink all this nitro fuel.
You don't get free nitro fuel every day, Proxy, so why not let loose a little? Worst case, you can just spend the night here in Blazewood.
Ooh. Is he inviting us to spend the night with him? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh wow, Wise going in very directly. I see what's happening here.
Want a drink with me, Leiter?
Oh, never mind. I mean, yeah, you know what? We're inviting him for a drink. I had other thoughts, but why not?
I've got something I need to check on first. I'll be back later.
Wait, what? Did we just get rejected?
Go Go ahead and grab your drinks from Bernice. I'll catch up if I finish early.
No, with that, Lighter leaves. I guess this game is not gathering wives after all, so we did not manage to gather our wife. And yes, I'm calling Lighter a wife. He's a male wife if you want. No, the true male wife would be Toma, I believe. But still, regardless, we got rejected by Lighter, and it feels very disappointing. It feels heartbreaking, honestly. Hello, Bernice. Hey, Proxy. Are you here to get some nitro fuel as well? Lighter said I could redeem my coupons with you. No problem. Let's see. Oh, you're a real one. All of these are in support of Lighter. So much nitro fuel. If you drink them all, the other Proxy will probably get upset, right? How about you sell me some of this nitro fuel? I'll pay you in Denny's at the regular price. What do you think? Oh, I guess I don't have a choice. Well, sure, I guess. And why would I drink those alone? I could share them with my sister, you know. Sharing exists in the world. Hey, Bernice is such a great person, right? Bernice is super amazing, great person. Yes, you are all of that. Aw, that's too much. Back in the early days, us members of the Sons of Calydon were even more out there than we are now. Take Lighter, for example. Big Daddy suddenly arrived one day with Lighter in tow, and at first, Lighter hardly ever spoke to us or ate with me. Oh, and back then, he would even refuse the nitro fuel drinks I mixed for him. Although, as a champion, he is really perfect. But trying to interact with him was a real headache. What exactly is a champion? Generally speaking, before different gangs come into conflict, there is usually a testing of the waters, and at that point both sides will send someone to take the lead. If this person wins, it boosts morale and intimidates the opponent. So there is an unwritten rule that the champion of each gang is always the strongest fighter in that team. Although the champions of each gang have slightly different personalities, they're usually the flashy, attention-grabbing types. The champion of the Sons of Calydon is Lighter. He always wears a red scarf when he wins, so over time people tend to refer to him more as the red scarf of the Sons of Calydon. Oh, I said so much I almost forgot. Here's the Denny's I earned from slinging nitro fuel, Proxy. Hold on to those. And have fun. Also, if you see Lighter, tell him Big Daddy is looking for him. It's kind of hard to take anything seriously when one of the characters is named Big Daddy. I'll just leave it at that, and I shall say nothing more than that. From a distance, you see Lighter standing alone. His silhouette is hard to make out in the dark, but that red scarf of his stands out.
What brings you here, Proxy?
Weren't we supposed to reconvene? I guess Big Daddy's looking for you?
Bernice asked me to pass on a message when I was grabbing the nitro fuel. She said Big Daddy wants to see you.
I forgot. The choice is not a choice.
Oh, sure. I'll be back in a minute. I've got something to tell Big Daddy, too. Remember Andreas? I had a feeling something was off, so I came here to keep an eye on him. I saw him answering a phone call, arguing with someone, and then he mentioned something about the Hollow. I'm gonna go back and do some digging on this Andreas guy.
Didn't see that coming, did you? Sorry, it reminded me of Kikanya's voice line.
I thought you just had to play the flashy frontman. Didn't realize you were keeping tabs on so much behind the scenes, too.
It's because Andreas brought up some things from my past. So yeah, I'm being more cautious.
A past that maybe you want to share with me over a drink, perhaps?
I'm pretty sure we've never crossed paths before. And I've never talked about my shady past since I came to the Outer Ring. It can't just be a coincidence that he knows about it.
It looks like you've had a troubled past, Lighter. I feel like we already know that he has had a troubled past. He's just refusing to share it with us. At least up until now. Maybe things will change.
This is the first time I'm hearing about your past, Lighter. Didn't know you had it so rough.
Wait, what? I feel like no. I feel like throughout the main story, we've heard about the fact that Lighter's past was somewhat shady.
Yeah, if it weren't for my past, I wouldn't be wearing these sunglasses all the time.
Why are you wearing the sunglasses all the time?
Sure, I get lightheaded around blood, but it's mainly because of a bad eye injury I got in an underground fight. My injury was pretty severe. I had to keep my eyes covered and live in the dark for a while. Even though it's all healed now, if I don't keep it shaded, it feels like opening up old wounds again.
What kind of a wound would cause that?
And, never mind. Anyway, I hope you don't mind me always wearing sunglasses when we talk.
Not gonna lie, I quite frankly don't care. You do you. I mean, it's interesting to hear the reason why you do it, but, if you want to wear sunglasses, who am I to stop you? Doesn't bother me at all.
So it wasn't just to look cool? Oh, I was thinking about getting myself a pair. Glad I didn't.
You're funny, Proxy.
By the way, what made you join the Sons of Calydon?
I guess Big Daddy made him join.
Because Big Daddy paid off all my dets, and I needed to repay his kindness.
Okay.
Plus,
The answer was more complicated than, or more elaborated than what I surmised, but the answer is still Big Daddy.
red scarf. Sounds pretty cool, don't you think?
I love the way he said that line. The heck is that sound? Lighter says that in a light-hearted tone, but then he goes quiet, gazing at the crowd like he's lost in thought. Before he can say anything else, his phone buzzes with an influx of messages. Ah, that was the sound.
It's Piper. Some guys I beat today are at Steel Tusk. They're up for a Nitro Field challenge. I'm gonna talk to Big Daddy about Andreas, and then go kick some butt. Oh, and Piper wanted me to tell you that the other Proxy has arrived in Blazewood too.
Yay, sister is here.
You two should crash here tonight. The Sons of Calydon will make sure you're well taken care of.
Well, given what I was saying about sleeping in Blazewood, which, you know, had other connotations, I guess, now that my sister is here, I would like to take all of that back. Yeah, let's forget about everything I said before. I assume I'll have to look to talk to Belle, yes. Where is my sister? I have missed you, because it's been like 50 minutes, I think. Perhaps more, I actually don't know. Hello, sister. Wise, is the celebration over already? Did I miss out on anything fun? Lighter's arena fight. You recount for Belle the affairs of the day, including the part where when Andreas was winding Lighter up. Ah, so that's how it went down. That's what went down. It's already late. Should we catch some sleep? I want to go all out tomorrow. Alright then, good night. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Why not? The Lighter agent story. Yeah. I know what it is all about. You're telling me that the second part is there. Ah, and this time... Oh, no, not what I meant to say. But this time around, I see this thing, which means we are actually going to fight. That is good news. Because, I mean, the name of this thing is the Unsung Champion. The main character is a fighter, so... Not having a fight in the in a character story about a fighter is kind of, you know, it doesn't really make sense. Never mind. Let's continue. Shouldn't you be more energized the more natural fuel you drink? I just don't get how you can slump over a steel tusk like that. I don't have a muscle to move you. Wake up. Ah, no. Completely out. Stone cold. Proxy, have you seen Lighter? Nope. What's up?
I was gonna ask Lighter to grab today's raffle ticket for me, but I couldn't find him anywhere this morning.
Uh-huh. Not gonna lie, I did not miss Piper.
I thought you were out partying all night. I didn't expect you to be up so early, Proxy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Lighter's in trouble? It is settlement days after all.
Nah, don't worry about it. Lighter goes off by himself all the time. Nobody really knows what he's up to. Big Daddy never said anything about it, so I'm sure he's not getting into any trouble. Maybe he'll be back in the afternoon. Well, little ol' me needs to go catch some ZZZs. If you see Lighter, tell him to drag away those guys who passed out by Steel Tusk, will ya?
She said the thing! She said the thing! Catching up some ZZZs! She said the thing that's, not Swivy, sorry. That Chip always says. Game mentioned, let's go. Yes, indeed. Roll credits, because he said the thing. And you know, even you, Chip, oftentimes when you say that you're about to go to sleep, you use the same sentence. Piper has finally entrenched the saying into the game. It is now canon that we can say catching some ZZZs. Thank you, Piper, for your contribution to this glorious community. Piper leaves after she finishes speaking. Belle looks worried and seems to have something to say.
Wise, you said that Lighter was looking into Andreas yesterday, and he mentioned the Hollow, right?
Right.
Should we go check it out, just to be safe?
Yeah, why not?
I know Lighter isn't the reckless type, but he really looked out for me yesterday, so I can't just leave him alone. I'll check inside the Hollow and look for him.
I believe that this bit of story, this bit of story happens before the siblings get to go inside hollows on their own without Eos, I think. I think I'll take my own team. It's pretty well built, if I say so myself. And it has Lighter on it, so it is lore accurate. And it also has Lucy on it, and she's part of the Sons of Calydon. And Evelyn is my wife, so she has to be there, so, you know, everything is right with the world. After entering the Hollow, you quickly find Lighter's location using Fairy's scan. You meet up with Lighter and explain why you came looking for him.
Sorry for worrying you, Proxy. I usually handle these things solo. No one really knows or cares, except for Big Daddy. Last night, I did some digging and found out that Andreas was probably goaded on by an old rival gang. That's why he showed up during settlement days, looking for trouble.
I should have said about his earlier line, I care. I care about you too, Lighter.
Earlier today, I spotted some shady new faces around Blazewood. I figured they're probably connected to Andreas and our old rivals, so I followed them into the Hollow.
What happened?
Simply put, they're trying to use settlement days under Caesar's supervision as a chance to settle their beef and bring down the Sons of Calydon. They're setting up an ambush around Blazewood. They plan to strike tomorrow and start a full-blown fight. As you know, the town is now packed with regular people and other gangs. If the Sons of Calydon can't handle this right, people will lose their trust in us. I was hoping to figure out their route and take care of them before they could do anything, but they went poof and vanished.
It's too risky for you to handle this all by yourself, Lighter.
Yep, that's why I brought Evelyn and Lucy with me.
But during settlement days, everyone's got their own roles to play. Honestly, I didn't want to drag you into these outer ring disputes, Proxy, but I'm glad you're here, or I would be stuck with no clues.
Next time you're thinking of doing something that bold, hit me up. I'll help.
Well, could I ask the esteemed Phaethon to lead the way now?
No, of course.
You bet. That's what I'm best at.
That's pretty much the only thing I can do, but you know. Yes, I more or less know how to play him.
Warning, there are a few enemies ahead.
Securing the perimeter.
Of course, one of them was... Oh, never mind, he was caught in the blast. Yay. Oh god.
It's the emblem of our old enemy's gang. Let's go after them.
Please continue onwards.
Oh.
All exits
They're
are now
too
sealed.
far from light. Right, that's the one thing that sometimes is a bit annoying with his playstyle. It's not really annoying, but sometimes... Where is he? There. He gets stuck in this pose, and you can't actually move when he's doing that. Anyway.
Speculation. The enemy is behind the debris.
You went back on your word! That's not how things work in the Outer Ring. Pompey would never stand for this!
We said from the start we'd teach the Sons of Calydon a lesson, and you were all in for it!
But you never said anything about putting the regular folks and other gangs in danger!
You're just like the former Overlord. That sentimental old loser. He got backstabbed by his right hand. What a fool.
Yeah, I don't think you should have said that to this guy.
Backstabbed by his right hand? But didn't you say it was the Sons of Calydon that were behind it?
Oh, did I say that? When you asked about Pompey's death, all I said was, why don't you ask the Sons of Calydon instead?
You? You're all?
That's why it's important to ask for specifics.
Go on, keep shouting. Soon you'll reunite with that good-for-nothing old boss of yours.
This is the Outer Ring, where the strong reign and the weak fall.
Wait, does that mean that we're not actually going to fight Andreas, but we're just fighting the goons?
It's Andreas.
Yep, it's as I thought.
Turns out he really was tricked by them. Proxy, you better hurry.
Securing the perimeter.
I'll take you.
All right.
Out of my way! Move it!
Wait, no, no, I want to, no, like, okay, fine.
All exits are now sealed.
I wanted to kill the one that was in the corner.
Flames fade, ashes remain.
Out of my way!
Let me shine.
Countering.
My head's still on. I'm still alive!
Okay, on this one, I'm not sure if brain damage was good or not.
By Settlement Day's rules, you face your challenges head on, not sneaking around and stabbing people in the back.
Screw your rules or whatever.
Tomorrow, those losers in Blazewood and the Sons of Calydon will meet their end!
Yeah, I have a feeling we will not. The rival minions back off and throw smoke bombs, disappearing into the haze. Ah, so they pulled a Batman on us.
No need to chase them, Proxy. Nailing a few minions won't change much. Their main force isn't around here.
Did you really think I was going to chase them? I mean, I'm a bang bull right now.
If only we knew which direction they'd be coming from tomorrow.
Even if you did, what difference would it make?
Well, we could try and set up a plan to avoid unnecessary danger for the regular folks.
The Sons of Calydon will be out in full force tomorrow. With all the gangs around, some of them might try to pull something. Who knows? The Outer Ring plays by its own rules. It's all survival of the fittest. And backstabbers are a dime a dozen. Even Pompeii didn't make it. And neither will your new overlord.
So, you know their plan?
Did you hear anything I just said? If I hadn't misunderstood you guys, I wouldn't even bother explaining all this.
I challenge you.
Huh? You can just punch me if you're pissed. Now that I know you're not tied to Pompeii's death, I'm not interested in wasting my time on you guys.
If you lose, you tell us everything you know. If you win, oh, I'll tell you the last words of the late overlord.
Oh shoot, I don't even remember the last words of the late overlord.
You know Pompeii's last words?
Well, we were there.
Mm-hmm. So, will you accept my challenge?
Oh god, no. I needed to... Okay, well, I have a minute and 10 seconds to do this fight.
Everything's under control. Your journey ends with me.
Oh, well. Remember how I said 1 minute and 10 seconds? It's because some ads are going to run. And I guess I finished the fight in 20 seconds, so that's good. After losing to Leiter, Andreas follows the rules and spills everything he knows. Then, with a mix of relief and self-deprecation, he speaks up.
Whew, man. It's hard not to envy you. You're so young, but you've already reached the top so easily.
Maybe because it's that, you know, he's just that good.
Winning effortlessly with style, and being the one everyone looks up to. I gotta admit, you're a better fit for the outer ring than I ever was.
Did Andres just turn into a fangirl over Leiter? I mean, I understand, but that was quite the sudden change.
Let me ask you something. What would you do if you found out someone was plotting against Cinder Lake, and you had no backup?
What kind of question is that? Of course I defend Cinder Lake with my life. No second thoughts about it. What's so funny? This isn't just talk. Cinder Lake is the pride of the Outer Ring. I'd risk everything to protect it.
Almost instinctively, Andreas touches his chest. His hand over the brooch from the late overlord, a token he kept close beneath his armor.
You must protect Cinder Lake.
Oh, so those were the last words of the overlord, I guess.
Nothing. I'm not doubting you. Pompey would be glad to hear your steadfast response.
Huh? What do you mean?
It's not about who's a better fit for the Outer Ring. You've been here longer than I have, and your ties to this land are deeper than mine. I might have the upper hand in a spar now, but who knows who will win next time. It's anyone's game. I'm always down for a rematch, but on one condition. If you're not prepared to put your life on the line, don't bet something you see as your highest honor so easily.
Andreas fist bumps Leiter, with a mix of frustration, respect, and admiration. After this, their grudge is finally settled. Yay, Leiter got a fangirl indeed. Well, a fanboy? A fan grown-ass man, I guess? Or a fan. I guess I should just call him a fan. But there you go. We have completed this. But I will not continue just yet because this seems like an appropriate moment for the ads to run. I did snooze them once. Wait, didn't I snooze them already another time before? I thought I did, and yet I still have 2 out of 3 snoozes. I should only have 1, as far as I know. Never mind that. Well, I'm glad I have more snoozes. If I can use more, that's great. But anyway, we are going to take a short break, and once again, I am going to take a break myself because I need to make some tea. Unfortunately, my throat is a bit sore or something. I don't know. It hurts a bit. So I'm going to make myself some tea. That way, I will make sure that my throat is okay somewhat, especially if tomorrow's stream runs longer than usual. I will probably definitely need my vocal cords to be healthy. Anyway, I will be right back after this short ad break and tea break. But I shall be right back indeed.
I tried so hard, I couldn't feel the flow. With every battle, my body took a toll. Now every knockout shows me a sign of who I'm meant to be. Infamous brawler, give me some time, but I'll show you what I'm made of, you'll see. Push me to the edge, I'll fight back even more. Triumph to the right, whose dreams of gold. I embrace a challenge, the ring it calls my name. The road I take will make me a champion. I'll be the one who lights the flame. Just one hit, if you dare to blink, you're gonna miss it. We're in the big leagues now, so give it up, give it up. Undefeated now, better believe it. You might as well go on and submit. I'm breaking limits, so vicious, come on. Push me to the edge, I'll fight back even more. Triumph to the winner who takes the gold. I can take a challenge, the crowded calls my name. Tried so hard, I couldn't feel the flow. With every battle, my body took a toll. Now every knockout shows me a sign of who I'm meant to be. Infamous brawler, give me some time, but I'll show you what I'm made of, you'll see. Push me to the edge, I'll fight back even more. Triumph to the right, whose dreams of gold. I embrace a challenge, the ring it calls my name. The road I take will make me a champion. I'll be the one who lights the flame. just one hit. If you dare to blink, you're gonna miss it. We're in the big leagues now, so give it up, give it up. Undefeated now, better believe it. You might as well go on and submit. I'm breaking limits, so vicious, come on. Push me to the edge, I'll fight back even more. Triumph to the winner who takes the gold. I can take a challenge, the crowd calls my name. You know that I'm the
I am back. I am late, also sorry. There you go, I am here, I am back, everything is working, I think, probably. The scene has been switched. Sorry, yeah, tea making takes a bit of time, unfortunately. Or fortunately, who knows. But I am back and we are ready to proceed. And hello Decaf, welcome to the stream and happy lurking to you. Where were we then? Right, we just fought Andreas in... I keep calling him Andreas instead of Andreas. I think there is a slight difference there, but I keep calling him by the name of the Wolf of the North from Genshin Impact. You know, one of the first bosses we have in the game. Anyway, fought that thing way too many times. But I am back with my tea, which is kind of a bit too
Thanks
hot.
for today, Proxy. Lucky you were there to guide me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have learned about their plan.
I'm glad I was of some use. About tomorrow... Oh, I don't have to read.
Are you going to handle this on your own again, Lighter?
Well, like those guys said, if the Sons of Calydon go all out on the last day of settlement days, it'll look like the new Overlord doesn't really command respect from the other gangs. And the folks in Blazewood might worry that the Sons of Calydon's old enemies will keep coming back to cause trouble.
So how about we enlist the help of people outside the Sons of Calydon? Would that work? Because that would show that the Sons of Calydons are smart enough to rely on others in order... never mind. It would show weakness because they are actually relying on others. I mean, relying on others, in my opinion, is not weakness. It's just a smart move. When you can't do something on your own, you ask for others to help, but... never mind. So, I guess Lighter is on his own.
So, I think it's best if I handle this on my own. Besides, when Big Daddy pulled me out of the underground fights, we agreed I'd deal with any old grudges and enemies from Calydon's past.
Can't we just strap some grenades onto Eos? And I know Eos's arms are very tiny, but maybe he can throw some grenades onto the enemies to help Lighter. And maybe that way we can help Lighter. Wasn't that supposed to be a thing? Like in some of the ZZZ beta tests, at some point, bangboos were supposed to be used as weapons as well, I think, or something like that. I didn't play through the beta, so my memory of it is from videos that I've watched, someone that mentioned it in passing, I think. At least 2 hours editing for a 1 minute worth of video. Oh god, I'm still very curious about what this video is all about, but I understand the feeling, yeah. Usually it takes me 1 hour per minute of video editing, regardless of what it is. Whether it is a long form video or a YouTube short, usually it takes me an hour for 1 minute. So the fact that you put in 2 hours... Now, I don't know if you're actually faster or slower than me at editing. We can't really compare. But the fact that you put 2 hours into it means that you've worked a lot. But what is that video? I keep asking myself that question. Will I have the answer tomorrow then? I assume I'll have the answer tomorrow.
Dealing with old enemies. I didn't know you had to do all that.
The Sons of Calydon are still growing, and a lot of gangs in the Outer Ring are eyeing this new faction full of Calydon's legacy.
Yeah, okay. But I have to be patient. 24 hours is not that long to wait for, so I just have to be patient. But I have to admit, I am very curious. There is an itch in my brain who's wondering, what the hell is he talking about? What video? What is in the video? What is happening? What did he plan?
Big Daddy wants Caesar to be a fair leader and not to follow in her father's footsteps. So, there are some things only I can handle.
Sorry, was drinking the tea. Are you going to do this to pay back Big Daddy's favor? No one knows all about all the stuff you're doing. I don't think he cares about the second one, so I'll go with the first one.
Are you doing this for the Sons of Calydon to pay back Big Daddy? No one in the Sons of Calydon knows what you're doing for them.
I see. Once again, the choice that was not relevant. The 80-20 as we mentioned. This was part of the 80%.
You're making it sound way too serious, Proxy. I'm getting paid, so I've got to do a good job, right?
Well, let me at least guide you through the Hollow tomorrow. Don't be so quick to turn down my offer. After all, I'm a proxy, and it's my job to ensure my client gets back safely.
Well, yeah, especially one, because we're friends and all of that, but on top of that, if your client doesn't make it back safely, the client will no longer be a client, he'll be a corpse. So, you know, that's not great. And happy lurking to you, Swivy.
Besides, I can't afford to lose a key client like the Sons of Calydon.
Yeah, I wish someone happy lurking while I'm talking about corpses. That's great. Just the kind of sentence you should expect from my stream.
Looks like I'll have to bring my A game tomorrow. Can't let the red scarf of the Sons of Calydon embarrass himself in front of you.
I don't know why I just thought of this. I was drinking my tea, listening to Lighter, everything was going well, until my brain decided to look at Sons of Calydon as an acronym. It would be SOC. And I just pronounced it as SOC. So basically, Lighter is part of a gang called SOC, like socks. Sometimes I just don't know why my brain is the way it is.
See you tomorrow, Proxy.
See you later. And hello, sister. Wise, tomorrow's probably going to be tough. Are you sure we don't need to find a little help beforehand? Oh, okay, never mind, I don't have a choice. Trust in Lighter. Okay, but don't force yourself, Wise. If you think something's off tomorrow, I'll grab some extra hands to help out. It's been a long day, you should rest soon. I'll go recharge and gather my strength. Wait, this is it already? Okay. Yeah, I know what this is. Thank you. But it did feel like this went rather swimmingly. Like, it was rather fast. Despite the fact that I feel like I've still yapped just as much as I usually do. Perhaps not. Perhaps I'm yapping less. What's happening to me? Anyway, let us continue. Or maybe the third act will be longer than the previous two. I do remember that for the Tribal Chronicles in Genshin, that was usually the case. The first two couple of acts lasted for half an hour or something like that, whereas the last one was usually the big one. I'll figure out what their route is. Though there is a few more people than I expected, but it's still manageable. Proxy, today might be a bit risky. If you... Please trust my ability as a professional proxy. I won't slow you down. I just want to lose another.
Never mind.
No, not never mind. Share your past with me. Share your feelings. Share everything. Although I think we've had that discussion with him. Or was it with another character? I don't remember. But I have a vague memory of discussing something with a character and saying something along the lines of, we know you have a shady past, and you don't want to talk about it, but when you're ready, I'll be here to listen to you. Or have we said that to every single character that we've met? I feel like we might have said that to every character that we've met. Okay, never mind.
They're gathering to cross the hollow now. We should intercept them before they cause any trouble in Blazewood.
Sure thing. I'll get you the shortest route through the hollow.
And, thanks, Proxy.
I'm here to help.
Did I miss something? We're just getting started, but you're already thanking me?
Yeah, perhaps you should wait before thanking me, because who knows how this operation is going to go. And hello, Mihai. How you're not good. I am at 86 pity for Navia. Please kill me. Good grief. Luck is not on your side. Didn't you go almost hard pity as well for, what was it? Was it for Castrace or was it for another character? God damn. Have you been lucky in other games? What other games do you play? Yeah, in Wuthering Waves. Have you been lucky in Wuthering Waves? Maybe. Castrace was with 89 pity. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. The good news is Navia is sure to come in the next 4 pulls. That's the good news. The bad news is, yeah, over 80 pity is generally speaking not really good, is it? I'm sorry that you are going through this. I understand how very painful it can be. When I got Zani 20 pulls after losing my 50-50. I mean, you know what? That's not bad, right? 20 pulls in. It's still a 50-50 loss, sure, but that's not bad. I mean, because Swavy mentioned that I absorbed all your luck, but I should remind you, I just lost 3 50-50s in a row in Wuthering Waves, going to 70 plus pity in a game where max pity is at 80. So, yes, my luck in ZZZ was tremendous last week. That I have nothing. I can't argue against that. But I feel like it balanced out with my Zani pulls, which really did not go well, in my opinion. Like, at the end of the day, that's 75% loss, man. Lady Luck is fickle, truly. Yeah. I don't know what we could do to butter her up. Maybe we should offer her flowers or something. Mihai, have you tried offering flowers to Lady Luck? Maybe we should build a shrine for Lady Luck and offer her flowers and pray that she allows us to win our 50-50s. By the way, Mihai, I don't remember, I'm sorry, but are you on a 50-50 for Navia? Butter up like... No, Swelly, no. I know I said butter, but I'm not talking about buttering up like on cosplay, please. That sounds really awful. I've said it before, but you know, having butter in any kind of hair, it's just a pain. It feels like just a pain. A new character released in Wuthering Waves that has the same accent like Zani, so because of that, I'm already 55 pulls deep with her. Yes, I'm on a 50-50 for Navia. Okay. You know what? Given the tremendous amount of resources that you've spent so far for Navia, I feel like you should deserve to get her at this point. As for Chakona, yes, she is a new character indeed in Wuthering Waves. And for all intents and purposes, I feel like she's probably going to be good for Kartathea if you plan to pull Kartathea in the next patch. So there is that to take into account. That being said, we can't be sure because, well, nothing official about Kartathea is out yet. We've seen her animation. That was kind of strange, but we've seen her animation, but we don't know about her exact kit. But it's kind of like the Phoebe situation where Phoebe was a Spectro-Frazzle character when no one else was Spectro-Frazzling, and then Zani came out. So I feel like maybe Chakona will be the Phoebe for Kartathea. Just saying. Once again, don't take my word for it, I don't know. But yeah. Oh, you bet your feathery ass that I'm pulling for her next banner. So I guess that if you do get Chakona, they would probably pair well together, I would assume. And I was not expecting you to talk about my feathery ass, but okay. I don't mind it. But yeah, to be fair, I really want to pull for Chiacona, but I know I won't have the funds to pull for both Chiacona and Kartathea because I have nothing left after Zani. I literally pulled on Zani's banner up until the last minute, and I lost my 50-50 with Ling Yang, I think, on Ling Yang. And after that, I think I'm 10 or 20 pulls in. 10 pulls in, I think, yeah. So, yeah, I don't really know if there is a point in me pulling for Chiacona, despite the fact that I really like her personality. She's so bubbly and nice, and, you know, she kind of reminds me of Navia, you know, a very bubbly person, but not overly bubbly, I guess. Probably. By the way, today I reached AR60 in Wuwa and finally got my team and Zani to level 90 and their weapons. Congratulations! Wait, does it change anything in Wuthering Waves when you reach max level? What I mean is that, you know, in Genshin, when you reach max level, instead of getting experience points, like AR experience points, you get money for it. You get Mora. It's not much, but, you know, it's better than nothing. Do we get the same thing in Wuthering Waves, or not? I don't know.
No, just felt like saying thanks.
Don't jinx it. In movies, when someone says stuff like that, things always go south.
Got it. I won't say it again, but just know I mean it. Let's head out when you're ready.
Did we just set up a red flag or a death flag onto Lighter right now? No, because we can go higher than level 60? What's the max level in Wuthering Waves? I don't remember. I am max level, that I know. And the XP bar now for me reads something out of 999,999. So basically a shit ton of nines, right? But I don't remember what the max is. 70? Oh, okay. So you're not maxed out yet. But I don't think it changes anything getting to the max rank, does it? I feel like at 60 you should probably have unlocked everything that you really need to have unlocked. Still, congratulations on reaching that. Especially given the fact that you barely started the game like a couple of weeks ago, right? Challenge mode. Wait, what? Oh, did I just make my... did I just make this even more difficult than before? Especially challenge mode during the combat is harder and more suited for hardcore players. You know what? Let's go hardcore. What I actually wanted was to switch and get my own team, but I guess I can't. Very well, let's go hardcore mode with Lighter. I am not afraid. I believe in Lighter. Just like he believed in me and came home. I have to go with full faith in his abilities to do whatever. I don't think I've ever tried hardcore mode here. Is it really that difficult?
Proxy, we're running out of time. We have to stop those guys in the hollow.
Nothing around us.
I'm relying on you to find the shortest route. What a drag. Take the shortest route, and I'll handle any enemies along the way. Ooh, that was close. I almost stepped on Eos's foot just now.
Again?
I'd be stuck carrying Eos if I did. Keep going, Proxy.
Not gonna lie, it doesn't feel particularly difficult. At least not yet. Of course he would
Target
flee in a
enemy
fissure.
has entered the fissure.
The main force should be over there. By the way, Proxy, thanks for guiding me.
You said you wouldn't say it again. Why did you say it again? No, this means he's going to die. No, I started the game in January. Oh, did you start in January? For some reason, I thought you started it much later than that. Also, I'm already at 5550 for the new character in WoW because I didn't get Phoebe at all. Ah, shoot. Because I don't have Phoebe, my Zani will do 90k instead of 200k. Yeah, that's the problem. Although, technically speaking, you could play Zani with Chakona, because Chakona does apply Spectral Frazzle with her burst, her Resonance Liberation, if I'm not mistaken. But she's not going to give you as big of a damage boost as...
Hey, you there! Beat it! Get out of the way, we're in a hurry!
As Phoebe does. Sorry, couldn't finish my sentence. But yeah, she doesn't give the Spectral Frazzle amplify damage thing, unfortunately. So that means that, yeah, you're going to lose a big chunk of damage with your Zani. But it is what it is. At the very least, the good news is that you can still apply Spectral Frazzle decently with Chakona, and if you have the Spectral Rover, together they might be able to stack enough to get Zani's full burst potential. Maybe. I don't know the exact numbers, I haven't tested it myself since I don't have Chakona, but it could be viable. That being said, I don't know if... yeah, maybe having the Shorekeeper would be best in the team. So it would be, what do you call that? Chakona, Zani, Shorekeeper. I don't actually know. But since you're pulling for Kartathea, the question is not even something that should be asked. I feel like Chakona will always be good. And like, even right now, even though she doesn't have Kartathea yet in her team, from my understanding, Chakona stands on her own. Kind of like Phoebe. Honestly, Phoebe is a good main DPS if you want to. And I think that Chakona can serve the same purpose. And hello, Raydive. How are you? Hello, it's been a while. I've been busy building my favorite model kit. And it's arrived. Package. It's Gundam build. Burning after build. For 5 days, I finally can sleep. I have fun to build. I've been not gaming lately. Ah, yeah. You've got a new toy, so you had to play with it, of course. It makes sense. But yeah, I understand wanting to be able to build the thing that you just bought. It's always nice. I'm glad that you had fun with it. And yes, you can finally rest now that your build is done. You said that you thought I had started WoW a few weeks ago. If that were the case, how could I have had Camellia in the first place? True, I kind of forgot about her, but true.
Sorry, but I can't let you pass.
Whoa, hold up. Red scarf and sunglasses? You're the red scarf from the Sons of Calydon.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't use the Camellia meme picture, you know, the what do you call that? It's a kind of a suit, you know, that someone was wearing at a convention. I do believe they were paid by Kuro Games to wear that suit. Then there was a Rover one, and a Yap Yap one, and Camellia had one, but the Camellia one for some reason became a meme, and everybody kept replying to posts with the Camellia image. It's too bad that we can't use that on Twitch as well.
Huh? The Sons of Calydon really think one guy can stop us?
And don't tell her I forgot about her.
If you've got a problem with the Sons of Calydon, settle it fair and square. Don't go causing trouble in Blazewood.
Fair and square? Since when does the Outer Ring care about fair play? I must have missed the memo.
Well, I feel like the former Overlord, Pompey, he did things fair and square as well. He seems to be very much like that. And the very notion that settlement days exist kind of also feels like the rule of the Outer Ring is to play fair and square. So, you know, like I said, actually civilized gangs, or rather, rule-abiding biker gangs. So, yeah, I think you may be a bit confused, arrogant old rival.
In a place like this, it's all about who's got more muscle. Only the winner gets to decide what's fair.
Very well.
The Outer Ring doesn't need any more pointless fights. Calydon. That's all history now. Today's the last day of settlement days. By the rules, if you've got beef, challenge us properly. So, what's it gonna be?
Rules? You guys playing house or something?
Enough talk. Take this!
Oh! The slow motion.
I, Lighter, of the Sons of Calydon, am here to issue a challenge to all of you.
All of us? What are you putting up?
I bet my red scarf.
Fine. We'll stake our bad blood with the Sons of Calydon. Don't quit right away.
Challenge accepted. I'll take on all of you. So bring it.
Bro still aura farming as usual. I see. Look at that pose. Oh, this is a side scroller. I did not expect that. Kind of fun. Kind of strange as well, but kind of fun.
Make way for the undefeated champion!
Oh god. I'm not used to moving around like this. Oh, still not dead? Oh, come on. There we go. And now the boss.
You're unarmed. You really think you can take on all of us?
To deal with you, fists are more than enough. Let me show you how it's done.
Be gone!
What's your honor really worth?
I pledge my honor!
Let me show you how it's done.
Oh, and he finished him off with the punch. Nice. Oh, more of them? Who is firing at me? Oh, these guys. I see. How? God damn it. What is this Garen type dude who's just spinning to winning? Well, I say that, but my bamboo friend is actually in a wheel, so it's also spinning to win. There we go. Oh, I want to grind for more primer gems for more wishes for Navia, but I got nothing left to grind on. PS, pause, PPS. No, I will not play the TCG game mode for primos. I would rather put a bullet in my head and talk to a woman. You should probably talk to a woman before putting a bullet to your head, because otherwise you can't really talk to anyone then. But you should also not put a bullet in your head. And I understand, I don't particularly like the TCG as well. I mean, I played a fair bit of it.
Watch out!
But after a while I just stopped.
You're in bad shape. You still put those fists up.
You're one to talk, cowering all the way back there. Well, I'm done warming up. I hope you can make my red
But if you have nothing to do, I'm afraid all you can do is just wait for the next event. Didn't the game say that this was a more challenging fight? Because, I'm not gonna lie, this does not feel exactly challenging. No, how dare he actually managed to put a hit on me. But never mind that. Yeah, so hardcore players, they said. Bro couldn't even move. He only hit me once. Yeah, ZZZ might have to review their standard for hardcore players. I'm not a hardcore player, but this felt very easy. Nope, got 78 days of Welkin. Oh, okay, so you can still wait on that. I mean, yeah, you have to wait for that, and you can also wait for the events. Either way, waiting is the name of the game. The boss more like a sandbag for Lighter. Yes, you're right about that. Basically, Lighter wasn't fighting something, he was just training. With Lighter's final blow, the fight is over. And they say this is a Gunnar game. I mean, when they talk about Gunnar games, usually they talk about, you know, women being sexualized and all of that, but let us appreciate this for a second. It's rare to see a male character half naked, basically. He is half naked, only half of him is clothed. So for any husbando enjoyers, please go ahead and enjoy. I know I certainly am. I really do like the fact that we get both sides, you know. At dusk, Lighter's silhouette is framed by the glow of the setting sun. He shrugs off his jacket and tosses it aside.
I, Lighter of the Sons of Calydon, have completed the challenge as promised. The red scarf isn't something you can take from us. By the rules of settlement days, all your old debts with Calydon are settled here and now.
Only one person witnesses the grand showdown. Lighter looks over.
Proxy, I did it.
Congratulations. And by the way, I just noticed the massive scar he has here, and I think he has another one next to his neck and a few ones on his hands, but that massive one is actually rather concerning. Well, I mean, it's a scar, so that means that he's okay now. But I do question what the hell happened for him to get a scar this massive on his body.
Beat every last one of them. No cheers for the champion?
Woo, woohoo! I don't carry pom-poms on my bang boo because it has short arms, so I'm afraid he can't really be a cheerleader. Perhaps no one else will ever know about this victory. But at least for now, let the sunset linger a bit longer and let the faint applause last a bit more. Here is to victory against all odds, to the Unsung Champion. Fuck. I screwed up the last line. God damn it. I screwed up the last line. Oh man. And on top of that, it was the line about the name of this
I'm
mission.
so tired. Gonna take a breather here. You're in no rush to take EOS back, right?
No, I guess we're good.
Even if I was in a rush, there's not much I can do about it, right?
Well, I could always lower the seat and EOS can hop on my bike and drive me back.
Sorry, I'm actually trying to understand how would EOS drive Lighter back. Because like I said, EOS's limbs are rather short. I feel like we should add extensions to the limbs of Bang Boos. That would be a very good idea, in my opinion, because they seem to have such short limbs that you can't do much with them, right? So they should be able to extend them like Detective Gadget. I don't remember the name of him in English. Yeah, Detective Gadget. What is his name in English? Is it Detective? Yeah, it is Detective Gadget in English. Okay. Because it's a very old cartoon that I used to watch when I was a kid, so I watched it in French, so I was not sure. But yeah, we should have something like that, you know, for Bamboos. Very precariously, probably, yeah. Yeah, probably very precariously. I guess Lighter does not really value his life if he wants EOS to drive him around. No opposable thumbs. Insert Megamind image. Megamind image. Which one exactly? Because I do remember Megamind, like the evil genius dude, but with the blue head. Yes, that one. But I don't remember which image, or I don't know which image you're talking about the opposable thumbs. But it is true that the Bamboos don't have opposable thumbs. To be fair, Bamboos don't have fingers. They just have an arm. Like they have nothing. No bitches meme with big forehead in the background. Let me just copy and paste what you just wrote and see what Google spits out, just out of curiosity. Oh, Megamind, no bitches. Ah, okay. I see. But what's the relationship between having no bitches and having no opposable thumbs? That I'm a bit curious about. But yeah. To get back to what I was saying, yeah, the Bamboos don't have opposable thumbs like you mentioned. They don't even have the rest of their fingers, unfortunately. They don't have fingers. They don't have hands. They don't... What are Bamboos anyway? Are they really that useful? They seem to be very limited in what they can or cannot do. I feel like maybe the devs did not think that far ahead. Probably.
Still cracking jokes, Lighter? Actually, I've got another commission on hand. Want to come with me?
No. I'm seriously wiped out. Please, give me a break.
Sorry, was drinking, but I love how at first he laughs and then he gets pretty serious, and in the sense that he really doesn't want to fight anymore. But I really love Alex Lee as a voice actor.
Not gonna lie, seeing so many of them today was pretty scary. Hold on, I just remembered. You thanked me before we went into the Hollow. Were you planning on doing something reckless then?
Nah, I wouldn't call it reckless.
Yeah, no, okay. Would I call it reckless? Not you, but me.
I wouldn't be betting this red scarf if I wasn't ready to put my life on the line.
Ah, there you go. Okay, so you wanted to die?
Why would you go that far, Lighter?
Remember what Andreas brought up the other day, Proxy? It's all part of my past.
Wait. Is he actually going to reveal to us his past, finally? Lighter takes off his sunglasses. The sunset isn't glaring, but he lowers his gaze, seeming a bit uncomfortable.
Because of my poor judgment, my mercenary companions lost their lives. I was filled with regret, but I knew that even giving up my own life wouldn't change anything.
Aw, and the music is sad too. Alright, I'm gonna get some ZZZs now. Good night, Chip. You're leaving us before the tear-jerking moments happen when we listen to Lighter's sad past. It's the right choice, I think. But good night to you. Thank you for joining us as always, and have a nice ZZZ night or something along those lines, I think. I hear our chicken starts waking up the sun. Oh god. Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe it might be time for you to go to sleep. To be fair, I also hear the what do you call that? The birds chirping these days. These past few days I've been sleeping very poorly, unfortunately, and I've been listening to the birds chirping while I was trying to fall asleep, which is not great. So you probably need a good night's sleep. Good night to you, Chip. Rest well. Sleep well. Dream of Lighter being topless. We just saw topless Lighter, so I wish you to dream about him. I hope you enjoy.
I took out a huge loan to support their families. Those were some tough times.
And by the way, I am going to grab a screenshot of that, because it is pretty odd. That being said, let's look at the bamboo. I know this is an emotional scene, and I promise I will get into the emotion right away after that. But look at those stubby little legs, and those... Basically, bangbos are a mix between rabbits and penguins, right? Because they seem to have flapping wings like penguins and very short legs. So to me, yeah, I just cracked the case, guys. I think bangbos are just a mix of rabbits and penguins. Not exactly something I thought I would ever say, but, you know, discoveries and all.
Then, the debt collectors threw me into an underground fighting ring to work off what I owed. I didn't have anywhere else to go, or any other options, so I just went along with it. I was like a zombie those days, just seeing one opponent after another under the spotlight, with nothing but cheers and curses ringing in my ears. After being there for a while, I became scared to look anyone in the eye. I was afraid of what I'd see staring back at me. And then, Big Daddy paid off my debts, pulled me out of that place, and handed me this red scarf. He called me a high-profile fighter, saying I rarely lost. He said he wanted me to keep winning for the Sons of Calydon.
So I guess in a way he gave him a purpose. I mean, he already had a purpose while fighting, which was to pay back his debt, sure. But it's not exactly the same, right?
When I joined the Sons of Calydon, I thought it was just another boxing show. But over time, I genuinely wanted to protect everyone. Because I can't stand losing any more friends.
Right, yeah, it's the difference between fighting for money and fighting for the people you care about.
I know this might sound a little arrogant, but as long as I keep winning, other gangs will show respect and fear for the Sons of Calydon whenever they see me.
I honestly don't think it's arrogant or bragging or anything like that. I mean, given his track record and the fact that they call him the undefeated champion, I feel like he can certainly say that.
This red scarf isn't just a sign of victory. It's a warning to anyone who wants to cause trouble. As long as I breathe, I'll never tarnish the honor of the Sons of Calydon.
Lighter lowers his head and touches the red scarf carefully. The warm sunset is about to dip below the desert horizon, casting layers of light that stretch across the skyline, shifting between hazy and clear. In this moment extended by the fading light, Lighter finally seems to adjust to the shifting shadows. He lifts his head.
I have my people, and a home I want to protect. I'm sorry for making you worry, but thank you. I'm glad that besides this red scarf, you've also gotten to witness my small moment of glory.
Aww. By the time Lighter gets back to Blazewood, the night has fully settled in.
I handed Eos over to the other Proxy. Thankfully, it didn't get scratched or dinged up. Otherwise, the other Proxy would have been pretty pissed.
Why do they... Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. I've already asked that question. I was going to say, why do they not call her Belle? But the first thought I had was, why not just say your sister? And then it brings us back to the question I asked about why not call her Belle, and it's because they don't want to re-record the lines. Now, I guess my brain really can't get over this.
Yeah, Belle's already drafting a complaint to Big Daddy, and I might add a few things too.
Well, settlement days are finally over. These 3 days really flew by.
I love the way he read that line. Oh.
You're terrible at changing topics, Lighter.
Yeah, well, I never know how to react when my friends are upset.
I don't think Wise is really upset.
I'm just messing with you. Belle and I aren't mad at all.
Whew. It's getting late. Are you heading back to 6th Street, Proxy? Oh, I'm not trying to shoo you away or anything. Just saying, if you're planning to come back and visit the Outer Ring again, give me a heads up next time. I'll have an extra bike ready for you so you can see what it's like to ride in the Outer Ring at dusk. And this time, I'll be the one leading the way.
Is that a good idea? Can we drive a bike? Because I know we can drive a car, we have a car. But driving a car and driving a bike are not the same thing. And as far as I know, you need 2 different licenses. One for driving a car and one for driving a bike. That is true in France, and I assume it is true in many other countries. Now, New Eridu, it's kind of a, well, you know, it's a fictional country, so I don't know. And I guess the Outer Ring does not really care about laws. Now, do they? And they are not under the jurisdiction of public security. Never mind. Forget about everything I just said. Talk to Belle. Wise, today is the last day of settlement days. We gotta go out for a big meal. I want campfire barbecue, butter bread, and a huge glass of nitro fuel. Let's keep eating until we burst. Oh, and this is the end. Okay. Okay, I did not expect it to be so short, but it is... I will say the story is like short but sweet. You know, it's just... how can I put it into proper words instead of stumbling upon my own words? It's just like... It doesn't overstay its welcome. Like the story says what it needs to say. It's not overly elaborate, I will say as much. Like, it's not a really complicated story, honestly. But it just goes to the point, and it's fine like that. Like, I wouldn't say this was my favorite agent story. I really like Lycon's story. Where is he? Lycon? Ah, there you go. I really like Lycon's ones. I like the Twiggy one. It's not this one. Where is Twiggy? Twiggy! Twiggy, where are... Did I move past Twiggy? This is not Twiggy's, right? No, this is Soldier 11, right? Yeah, I'm looking for Soldier 0. Where is she? No, this is Trigger. Oh, Echoes of Silver. I think this is the one, right? Yeah, wait, what? Soldier 11? Oh, Twiggy! See? Twiggy is here. There you go. I really liked Twiggy's. It felt more complex and all of that. Though, to be fair, Twiggy's... or it's not Twiggy's story, it's actually Soldier... It's Ambi's story. But Ambi's story is... what would you call that? More closely interconnected with the main storyline, which I understand. I guess it makes sense that it would be a bit more complex than Lighter's one. Because Lighter's... I feel like it was just a simple story that didn't take too much time. It was just, yeah, we're good, you know. We said what we needed to say, and that's great. And like I said, not exactly my favorite story, but a good one. Just, you know, some... how can I say? It wouldn't be a 9 or 10 out of 10. It would be like a 7 out of 10. Like a good story, good point, and we happy, basically. But at the same time, that means that I don't really have anything to comment about the story itself. It was interesting to learn more about the inner workings of the Outer Ring, like, you know, the whole settlement days. It's an interesting concept. Probably exists in other media or other stories, I mean, but off the top of my head, I can't really think of it. But yeah, overall, I like the story and I was happy to do it. Now then, the question is, which is the next agent story that we might do? Probably not today, because, I mean, yeah, the problem is the stream is only 3 hours long, which is kind of short as a stream, because usually I stream for like 4 to 5 hours. What is going on with my cable? Oh, right. My chair rolled over my headset's cable. There you go. Wire, cable, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think I can do another agent story quest today, especially because I know that tomorrow, if I start the stream early, like I said, at 4 p.m., it will be a long stream, and on Saturdays I always do a bit of a longer stream as well. So I feel like I should probably try and keep my strength for other days. So what do we have? Harumasa triggers are pretty good to me, and so was Rina. And Deidara on YouTube says, do Nekomata story. I mean, where is she? Where is Nekomata? The only reason why I would even consider Nekomata's story is just because on this image, she's hot. That's the only reason. I don't consider the base character hot, but this image, I like it. Not gonna lie. But that would be the only reason why I would do it, because I don't particularly like Nekomata as a character, not gonna lie. Harumasa, I don't know. Trigger, on the other hand, I might be willing to do it. I am genuinely interested in her as a character. And on top of that, you know, I assume it might be a bit connected to Twiggy. Not directly, but maybe it will show us more about the whole military life, I guess, is more like what I had in mind. But yeah, I am actually interested in Trigger. Harumasa, where is he? Is this Harumasa? I think it's Harumasa, right? Harumasa, why not? I don't think I was... Yeah, I don't really think anything about Harumasa. He just exists, I guess. He's there, which is nice for him. But yeah, Harumasa, I'm a bit less interested. Bernice, I am actually curious just because this is Bernice, or is it Piper's? Because I see that here it's written Piper, and Piper is actually on the thing. Oh, never mind, it's written in big, right in my face. Bernice. So Bernice, I'm curious just because Bernice is such an insane character, you know? But this is Rina, right? I would also be curious about Rina's. Oh, but wait. I assume they probably, what do you call that? They probably changed the VA for this as well, right? Because Yuswevi probably did Rina's story quest with the old VA, but if I were to do it now, it would probably be the new VA, right? I mean, it doesn't really change anything because I can't do shit about it. I can't change anything about it. But it was just a random thought that that went into my brain. Trig, I hate this phone keyboard. Trigger sounds good. Maybe more info about Twiggy. Yeah, that was my my reasoning. I don't know if it will have more info about Twiggy per se, but I feel like maybe it would teach us more about the military part and military aspect of New Eridu. Because so far we've seen a lot about public security thanks to Ji Yuan and Qing Yi. We've seen a lot about Section 6, which is, you know, close to public security. Basically, we've seen the police a lot, but we haven't seen the army a lot. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is it Obel Squad, I think? Obel Squad or something like that will be... what do you call that? Will be... He's part of the army, sorry, because I just read Swivy's message and it messed with my brain, my bad. But yeah, Obel Squad is actually part of the army, right? And that's the squad that Trigger and Soldier 11 are part of. Where is she? Ah, there she is. So I feel like, yeah, this could teach us more about things that we don't know about. So I think the next one that I do, I don't really know when, but at some point in time, the next one I would do would probably be Trigger, unless there is one for Yishuan. Maybe I would do Yishuan's first, since I do intend to pull for Yishuan. So I might as well get to know the character that I'm pulling for. That being said, Yishuan is probably going to be in the main story a lot, so yeah, there is that to consider. But I'd say out of the ones that are already here, the one that I would consider doing the most would be Triggers. 2.0 live stream is tomorrow. Oh, that is actually true. I kind of forgot about that. Ah. Wait. I kind of forgot about that. Part of me thinks, you know, maybe it depends how long the stream is. Oh, shoot. Because one thing I kind of considered in my mind was that we could watch the stream together. I wouldn't stream it at the same time as the stream is going live, because I think that would be way too early for me. But instead of our usual just yapping for 1 hour, we could have a shorter just yapping and then jump into the live stream and talk about the live stream together, and then do whatever activity you guys choose from the Discord server, because the poll is still there. If you haven't voted yet, please do vote. That way I can finally make up my mind, because it doesn't seem like I make up my mind on my own. Oh, for now, the one that is winning is a series of Dusk from on Reverse 1999. I see. Well, if that is what the majority of people... Well, it's not the majority, but the one that has the most votes. That's what I'll say. But that is the one that is winning as of the moment. I guess it will be kind of a surprise as to what exactly will be the one. Let me switch scenes for a second while I just yap. There we go. And let me snooze the ads. No reason to put you through that. There we go. But yeah, there will be a bit of a surprise. You will see the announcement on the Discord server as to what we will do once I create a thumbnail for YouTube. So you will know if I choose to do... what do you call that? If I choose to do... what do I choose to do? Oh, right, the live stream or whatever other things that you guys want to do. Streaming, settling. Oh, okay. So, sorry, I didn't understand what... never mind. Forget about that. The point is, we might take a look at the stream ourselves. I mean, together, if you would be interested in that. I will ask the question on Discord as well. That way, if people want to say more about that, we could do that. Otherwise, if it is indeed a series of tasks, then I will try my best to do everything there is to do in a series of tasks, because I have done absolutely nothing. Well, I've done one run, so we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, the point is what? I don't think there was a point. I'm losing my brain right now. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just tired. I'm probably just tired. Like I've mentioned, sleeping issues are back, so things are the way they are. But yeah, we'll see. I like to improvise and stuff. So we'll see what we exactly do tomorrow. Whether it is to watch the stream together and then jump into a series of tasks. I mean, technically speaking, we do have time. We do have quite a bit of time, since I start the stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. exceptionally, right? So we could have the time to actually watch the stream and do a series of tasks. Hopefully. We'll see. But thank you for the reminder, Swivy, because I kind of forgot. I mean, it was in the back of my mind, but really far back, you know? I did remember that it was on the 23rd, but I forgot that tomorrow would be the 23rd. Kind of like something like that. Anyway, I am going to leave you on that note. For once, we are going to have an early ending to our stream. It's, I know, it's a bit shorter than usual. But that way I will be 100% ready for tomorrow. I banned live streams? You banned live streams? What do you mean, Deidara? How do you ban live streams? Am I banned? Because I'm live streaming right now. How am I banned? Oh, do you mean announcement live streams? like for Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, and stuff like that. Because the 2.0 live stream that Swevy is mentioning is the Zenless Zone Zero one, and I'm personally very interested in that because I'm curious as to what we'll see, what changes they intend to make for the game, and because I do feel like they're probably going to announce some changes to how the game works. That seems to be the what they mentioned in their dev talk. Now, I don't know how big those changes are, but they seem to have a specific direction in mind. So I am genuinely curious to see how things go. So yeah, hopefully lots of pulls as well. Yeah, let's hope that we won't have another drama about the anniversary and this time around for Zenless Zone Zero. Let's hope things go well. Anniversary plus 2.0. That is true. You're right about that. It is anniversary plus 2.0. So it's a major update for ZZZ. So I really hope that they are not going to fumble upon that one. I mean, at the end of the day, I personally am just happy regardless of what, especially because I'm free to play in Zenless Zone Zero. So anything that I'm given for free is nice. No, I can't complain, you know. I mean, version live streams are full of spoilers. Yeah, kind of. I wouldn't call them spoilers. I would call them more like teasers, because there is a trailer. Usually they will play a trailer. They will show you a bit about the character, how they work, stuff like that. The only thing I consider, I personally consider, this is just an opinion, but the only thing I consider to be a spoiler in these types of streams are the bosses. I don't really like the fact that they sometimes show bosses before anything beforehand, because I'd rather discover the boss myself. Like, for instance, I don't think they ever showed the Fei Xiao boss when Fei Xiao came out. I don't think they showed her in the trailer, or rather they didn't talk about her in the live stream, and that I really appreciated because I was surprised to see her boss form and actually fight her and all of that. So yeah, but that was for HSR. I don't know how Zenless does things, because I've thus far never watched a Zenless Zone Zero live stream because I wanted to wait until I was all caught up to the story. And now that I am, I feel like I can watch it. I honestly completely forgot WoWAS 2.0 wasn't the anniversary. True. WoWAS 2.0 wasn't it the anniversary, it was just 2.0. The anniversary was on 2.3. I think we are right now in 2.3 with Wuthering Waves, right? And yet I feel like 2.0, like the 2.0 version for Wuthering Waves was really solid. I don't remember if we got many pulls or anything like that. Honestly, I don't really pay attention to all of that. But yeah, but I genuinely enjoyed it. There was no drama. Everybody was happy, so that was nice. Whereas in 2.3, I was happy until everybody else wasn't happy, and then it made me sad because I just wanted to be happy. But I mean, I was still happy. I got my Zani. Well, I got my Zani after losing 3 50/50s, but you know, at the end of the day, I was just happy to get the character that I had been waiting for. But wow, people are going to be pissed regardless. Some people will be annoyed. Some people will ask for more. Drama is always there. I just hope there is less drama with Zenless Zone Zero than there was with Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves. I don't think there has been a lot of drama with Reverse 1999, thank God. So I hope that it keeps going that way. Now they did show Fei Xiao boss. That pissed me off. Oh shoot, I didn't know that they showed it. Honestly, I didn't remember. Perhaps I just blocked it off from my memory then. Because I felt like I didn't know. But maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering things. But you may be right, because it does sound a bit strange that they wouldn't show a new boss. You know, usually they do. So you may be right. Maybe I am misremembering it. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe we'll watch the stream together. Maybe we won't, depending on how long it is exactly, because there is that to take into account. And I'm not really used to watching things together. You know, reacting stuff has never been my kind of thing. Because I don't really react. I just sit and listen, basically. So there is that. But we'll see. Announcements will be made on Discord. And I really need to get going because I need to get to the bathroom real quick because I drank my entire half-liter of tea. So now it needs to be evacuated. So I shall evacuate my my room and go to the restroom. I wish you all a great rest of your day, whether it is the what time is there? The morning, afternoon, evening, all of those. So if the I wish you a great all of those things. And I shall see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, like I said, I will exceptionally start the stream at 4 p.m, 2 hours early, so 2 hours more of me yapping as usual. Showing the boss implies so much spoiler. It can, yes. In the case of Fei Xiao, I would assume that if you knew that she would turn into a boss, it would spoil the story a bit. So yeah. It can. There can be a bit of spoiler, but it's the only bit that I'm not so okay with, and I'm very curious about the rest. So I will probably still watch the stream now, whether or not we watch it all together. I mean, you're not forced to watch my stream, so there is that, of course. If you don't want to watch the stream together, then and we do decide to watch it, then you are free to click off of my stream. It would be very sad, but I absolutely understand. Oh God, wait. No, I don't want ads. Not while I'm saying goodbye. There you go. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, nothing is set in stone. Nothing is ever set in stone with me because I'm an owl and I live in trees or something far from stones. The hell does that mean? Anyway. Good night to everyone. I hope you have a wonderful time and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.
I tried so hard, I couldn't feel the flow. With every battle, my body took a toll.